Nothing really is. The things to say the same, they have to change again. Hello, my old friend. You change your name, but not the ways you play pretend. American Requiem. Them big ideas, yeah, are buried here, yes. Amen. Okay. Ate that.
Yep. So that happened. Yeah.
Bitch, you're.
It's gonna take me a minute.
You know what? You hate.
Recover from that. Y'all,
you can't be ugly on the inside and
this
out. Pick a struggle, you ugly whore.
This nigga's so bad. Well, before we started this shit, I said, "Are you sure you want to go this route? Are you sure that's what you want to do? Like, are you sure?" But anyways, I can't even speak. I lost my train of thought. Like, I just don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm so discombobulated after that. You're
just combobulated because of you and your problems. You're not discombobulated because of me, baby.
Nah, that's a lie. I got hella problems.
That
ain't got nothing to do with my discombobulation.
Yeah, okay, girl. Okay, girl. And welcome to Shade and Lemonade, everyone. How's everyone been?
How's everyone doing?
You know what? Are you on something right now? Is everything okay at home?
Is so
funny
your mom hitting you? You're probably fucking
because
high right now. You're probably high as a fucking kite right now.
No, I'm not high
yet. What?
I'm not high yet.
Okay.
I just ate. I just ate the gummy.
Oh, see, there
what?
You go.
Now
there
what?
You go.
I got an hour
through the system.
You got a good hour until I start getting fucking crazy, bitch.
You already started.
Now what? See, I know you're already started with nonsense. You started with negativity and vitriol before we even got in the goddamn call. You started with negativity and vitriol.
You know what?
You started with negativity.
You know what we could have did? We could have been like, the beehive is buzzing. We didn't have to have you sing and shit. I love that clip. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, Beyonce.
Okay, you want to restart and do the beehive is buzzing? How about that?
No, bitch. It happened already. It's in the past. Move on. Damn. One thing about niggas, can't move on.
You know what? Welcome to Shade and Lemonade, where we love positivity and acceptance and loving each other for who we are here.
Life. Since you came out your mama's cooter cat, you ain't
I'm
the day your fucking life. Anyways,
so I'm the negative one because
we
you know
ain't got
what?
Time for the bullshit.
Yeah,
we got
sure.
An episode to do.
Mm-hmm. Everyone gonna think we hate each other. Everyone's gonna think we hate each other when we start.
I mean, I've never claimed to like you. I've never. The way I think of our friendship,
wow,
it happened out of necessity. You know, we were in a majority white environment, very hostile to the cores of our being, and we had to latch onto something. And we looked at each other in that religion class, and we latched onto each other to get through it. And now we just don't know what else to do. You know, it's just our norm. So.
Yeah, we just decided to start a show together. Every single time we talk on the phone, at least one of us says, "I love you." Yeah.
Check in. How are you doing?
See, I was good until you hated the intro, apparently.
I mean, I didn't hate it. Okay. It just didn't sit well with my spirit.
So I'm going to jump off my balcony because of you.
I don't think your balcony's that high.
In my suicide note, I'm going to say it was because of Maya.
Well, I'm glad you were doing well before the start of this. I'm cool. I made me some breakfast. I had breakfast sandwiches this morning that I made. They were good. So I can't complain.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. It's a weird seg. I had work today, so...
What?
I'm a little tired.
What was your hours?
Yeah, I had work today. 8 to 12. It was just 4 hours.
What was even the point of that?
Well, we have a half day in the middle of the week, so I guess that's the only good part. But I still have to come in on Saturday, and they're all sick. White people are always fucking sick constantly, and they're always sick, and they're always old. Every single bitch that comes fucking in there, every single time a bitch comes in there with their goddamn kid, all they do is
oh my god,
all over the goddamn motherfucking place. So, in the fucking trenches, I want God to hit the reset button now.
As long as I don't come back, I'm fine with that.
Because why the fuck is the first husband of the United States running the United States?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. I mean, I guess like we all like to assume that the nigga's been bought, Trump's been bought, but I mean he's always been fucking awful. Apparently, he said like the current trade deals with Canada are shit, and he's like, who the fuck did this? Like, it's awful. But he did the current trade deals. His first presidency.
Let him figure it out. Let him figure out what 2 + 2 is. It's like, okay.
I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
He blamed a plane and helicopter crash on DEI hires. Like, I don't expect a lot from him.
They blamed something else on DEI hires recently. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, it's been a week in America. It's been a week. Every day is a fucking week.
Fucking terrible week. But you know what? It's another week of Black History Month. The shit that apparently they're trying to take away, but it's still Black History Month for me. Woo! Black History Month Part 2, Part 3 technically for us because we did Honk for Jesus, The Blackening, and now we are doing Dear White People for our segment today, and I'm excited a little bit, but.
In case y'all don't know, Dear White People was originally a movie on Netflix. This nigga didn't know that. And then it became a TV series to have 4 seasons. And so we're going to talk about these things today.
So we're going to start with the movie. The movie is, I would say, a prequel to season 1 of the show.
But doesn't season 1 of the show end where the movie ended?
No.
It starts there?
It starts where the movie ends, at the blackface party.
Oh, I thought it ended there. Okay.
No, it starts. So the movie starts where the movie ends where season 1 starts, which is at the blackface party.
Okay.
Personally, I think the movie's cute. It's nice. And it has like all the things about season 1 that I liked, but it's missing something. I think I got bored in the middle of it. I don't know why. I think I just got. It might have been like over saturation of the Dear White People brand, because I was just tired after a while. I was like, okay, I don't feel like watching this anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I really enjoyed the movie. If anything, I would say if we take the show as a whole versus the movie as a whole, I prefer the movie, because where they started taking the show after like season 2, I was just like, okay, this is bullshit. This is a bunch of hunky-dory shit.
I'll get into my gripes about the show later. I feel like we're comparing them too much. So with the movie, it starts off with Sam. Like, we have like all the normal characters, but they're just played by different people. And honestly, these people show up in the show sometimes, like as cameos and shit. And I really like it. Like, I forgot what's his name that's in Abbott Elementary that plays Janine's love interest.
Tyler James Williams.
Okay, Tyler James Williams plays Lionel, which I actually like. And Lionel is still gay in the movie, which I love. But in the movie, I feel like he doesn't have like any motive for anything that he does except for
I just want to say
find
this. You said something that I feel like is incorrect. You said the movie characters show up in the show sometimes. Weren't like exact actors from the movie the same characters in the show? Like, they just changed like 2 or 3 people.
Well, Reggie was Reggie. Troy was Troy.
Coco was Coco.
And no, Coco was not Coco.
Coco. Was the best? Was it the best friend that was still the best friend?
So she was like a more of a background character in the movie.
But she's still the same person, right?
No, well, no, not really. They don't say her name in the movie. You can look it up, but I'm pretty sure they don't say her name in the movie. So she's like background black girl 1.
I'm about to look it up, but continue.
I just feel like we should go character by character, but I don't feel like going character by character. I just don't know what to say about the movie because I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Do I think it was better than overall Dear White People? Yes, absolutely, 100%, 110%. And do I think they should have made it into a series? Absolutely. But it just felt stale past Sam's storyline.
So they kept Reggie. They kept her name. It just says Curls on here. They kept her. That was Joelle.
See.
They kept Troy. They kept her name is not Coco, the other girl. What's her name? It starts with a C too, don't it?
Brooke was also in the movie.
The girl
with the glasses.
The black girl that's kind of also like Coco in the system, like Kelsey. Yes, that's her name. They kept her.
She was in the movie, but she wasn't I don't want to call her a coon. She wasn't oblivious.
They kept her. They kept the dude that's like the black Hispanic. They kept
Al.
Yes,
yeah,
Al,
they kept Al.
Yeah, they honestly kept most of the cast.
But I'm talking about Sam and the person that plays Sam, who is
Tessa Thompson turned into Logan Browning. Like they definitely did make that recast. And they recast Lionel.
And then
and they recast Gabe, but like everybody else was the same.
They recast Kurt too.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. It's the way that the Kurt and Gabe from the movie are actually cuter than the people they used. I fucking love the guy who played Kurt in that movie.
So I disagree about the Gabe one. I thought TV show Gabe was hotter.
No, absolutely not. But also I just hate Gabe.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say I could just be like biased. I love Kyle Gallner. He played Kurt.
And we'll get into Gabe later, but I just feel like his whole entire presence in the show is one of the reasons why I don't like the show as much as I like the movie a little bit.
I think. It's interesting that that we're talking about this now. I feel like so basically, in case you haven't seen the movie or you haven't seen the show, the main character is Sam White, which why did they name her that? That feels like some J.K. Rowling type shit. But Sam White is this mixed.
It was.
She's this mixed character on the black woman, Miss Mama Black, Daddy White, and I guess I feel like to the average eye on the college campus, you would know that she's mixed unless she tells you, and she doesn't tell niggas that she's mixed because let's be honest, she's ashamed of the fact that her daddy's white. Even though her and her dad have a good relationship, she's just ashamed of his whiteness. She is like the activist on campus. She's like, this shit's racist, that's racist, this is all racist, and da-da-da-da. And granted, she's right most of the time, let's be honest. But what they did with her is they tried to, I don't know if call her a hypocrite is the right wording, but basically they gave her a secret white boyfriend.
Are you talking about the show or the movie right now?
She sleeps with Gabe in both.
Yeah, I know, but are you specifically talking about the show or the movie?
I'm just talking about Sam.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And they give her this. No, you're good. They give her this. They weren't boyfriend girlfriend at first. At first, they were just sleeping together. I'm pretty sure, and then they actually turned into like a boyfriend girlfriend type situation. And then So I remember like this is like this one woman died. She's a writer. I don't remember if she was a poet or not. I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. But she was a black activist, a black woman activist during like the civil rights movement and stuff like that. And she died recently, and she had a white partner. She was a lesbian, and her partner was a white woman. And people were like, why is it that a lot of black activists end up being with people outside of the black community, but more specifically, they end up being with white people. So I just find it so funny that we're talking about this now because our main character did that exact same thing. Like, because if anything, the perfect guy for her, quote unquote, on paper at least, would have been Reggie, right? That's that's another more main character. Like Sam is the main character, but then you have like, the more pivotal characters, and Reggie is one of those characters. And he is right next to Sam, matching her energy. He's a black man, so he's the male version of Sam, I guess you could say. And they were always on the same page most of the time. And so it was like, it's interesting that she ended up with Gabe and she didn't, like that's where she went. And part of her, I think in the beginning, granted, I guess I'm going to start shifting into the book, not the book, I'm going to start shifting into the TV show at some point, more so than the movie. But part of her was definitely like hiding the fact that she was fucking around with Gabe, because I think she realized this makes me look like a hypocrite. Like, first I got a white daddy, and now I'm sleeping with this white man, and I'm over here on my radio show, which her radio show, sometimes she would say things I'd be like, what are you even talking about? Like, one of the things she said was, dear white people, just because you have a black vibrator, that doesn't mean you have a relationship with a black person or something like that. I'm like, I don't think anyone thinks that. I don't think anyone's ever said that. But also, maybe
I would hope no one thinks that.
Like, there are definitely white people that think just because they have black friends or whoever the fuck, then they know what the black struggle is, or they grew up around black people so they can say nigga. Like, there are white people that think things like this. But I don't think anyone specifically says,
I'm not racist, I have a black vibrator.
It's like, sometimes it's like, you want to shake your ass, but this motherfucker over here want to talk about what it means that black women are shaking ass in front of these people. And it's like, I'm not thinking about being a black woman right now, and the fact in the Jezebel thing, I just want to shake ass. So Sam, I just kind of just went off topic right now, but because I had a course with Sam and Gabe, and like they're trying to paint her as like, they were definitely trying to show the contradictions in her personality versus her, like the personality that she shows other people, and then who she is behind closed doors. And so I think they did a good job with that in the movie and the first two seasons. Yeah. And then they just went to hell with it.
Then they just went to fucking shit. So show starts where the movie leaves off, with Sam at the forefront of a civil rights movement on campus on the campus of Winchester University, a predominantly white Ivy League college. The students are faced with the landscape of cultural biases, social injustice, misguided activism, and slippery politics. Through an absurd lens, the series uses irony, self-deprecation, brutal honesty, and humor to highlight issues that still plague today's post-racial society. Post-racial in quotes, obviously. But that's basically what the show is about. And we've already talked about our hatred for 3 and 4. But I think 1 and 2 did an amazing job at showing exactly this description of it. But 3 and 4, for whatever fucking reason, just go off the rails. They bring in the side characters, which I do like, but in general, it just doesn't seem like they have a direction. Because in the 4th season, they turn it into a fucking musical.
So, question. With the 4th season, was there some kind of actual performance that they did?
Yes, they did a fucking performance.
Okay, because I'm trying to remember it, and that's what my brain brought up, and I was like, did that actually happen? But okay, continue.
Yes, there was an actual musical, and they just decided to make the whole entire season a musical, and for the life of me, I cannot understand why. Like, it's fine to have a musical in the show. That's okay. But for the whole entire season to be a musical, and also I don't want to be mean. I really don't. Half of them bitches could not sing to save their goddamn lives. They were so bad. Maya, did you watch the season? I forgot. Was this one of the shows where you didn't watch the last season? You made me watch it.
I don't know why you keep saying that. I watched all of season 4 and I fucking hated it because that was the COVID season and they did that future shit. I remember being like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God. But
it was so dumb.
This the Riverdale effect. Because granted, not to say that there was never, ever, ever a singing a musical episode before. But like Riverdale because the Magicians, I believe, was on before Riverdale. And they had one musical episode, I think, every season. It was fucking amazing. But them niggas could also actually sing. Like,
yes, they could.
So there's that.
I do remember that.
But no, I blame Riverdale for this. And because Riverdale did it, and then Chilling Adventures of Sabrina did it, and these bitches did it, and somebody else did it too. It was a domino effect, one after the other, shitty musical after shitty musical after shitty musical. And I don't know why they decided to do the whole season this way. Honestly, I think when they got, like you said earlier, I did think they lost their way. But when they got to season 4, they literally said, we're just wrapping this bitch. Like, we just got to get this bitch done. And in the same way that, like, I don't know if you watched the Umbrella Academy, but the Umbrella Academy season 4, those writers were definitely like, we just need to wrap this shit up. Like, I don't give a fuck what we do. I don't give a fuck if it's consistent with our characters. I don't give a fuck if any of this shit makes sense. We just need to end this bitch. And I generally think that's what they did with this. That's what they did with Game of Thrones too, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
I felt like after season 2, they lost. Even after season 1, there was a little bit of like muting of the obvious tone of the show, which was white people are still racist in America, like obvious, but they muted it down a little bit, and they even muted down a little bit in season 1 from the movie, because in season 1 they give Gabe acts as like a devil's advocate for the whole like black people have a right to say whatever the fuck they want to argument. And I kind of hate that. And that's kind of what I hate. That's kind of why I hate his presence in the fucking show. And then they doubled down on it with Kurt's character, where it's like he's not, he may do like microaggressions against people of color, but overall he's not a bad guy because he just wants to make jokes, and he's not able to make jokes about people because people deem them quote unquote racist. No, they're just fucking racist, and he is an awful person. Like in the movie, he was obviously like a racist piece of shit asshole, but in the show they try to like give him a redemption arc in season 3 and 4, and I'm like, why are we making the obvious racists of the show like have a redemption arc? I'm so confused.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember too much about Kurt. His actor in the first movie was fine as hell, though. I don't remember too much about him, so I can't. You're probably right. I will 100. If I remembered him, I would probably 100% agree with you. I do think the show, and I feel like they did this more than the movie, but I also might just have a bias towards the movie. But I feel like the show, I don't know what their core audience actually looks like, but I think they tried to appease to a certain extent too many people. Like, and on the one hand, they did have some pretty decently complex characters, like Coco. She like on the surface, it was very much, oh, she's a coon, but then we get a little bit into her backstory, and it's like, oh, okay, she's cooning as a survival tactic because she feels like that's the only way she's gonna get anywhere. But at the same time, I do think towards the end she does realize that it's not gonna get her what she thought it was gonna get her, because she always gonna be a nigga, especially a dark skinned one at that. So I think she started to become a little bit of a better person towards the end of that. And then also like you meet her mom and she's like literally trying to do everything she can not end up like her mama. Like it's like this whole thing. So I felt like there was a little bit of complexity there. And then they have a little bit with Sam. And they even gave Reggie a really good storyline. Like, so they have moments where they actually do really good things with these characters. But at the same time, you have people like Gabe there being like, well, and it's like, but we don't need you to be here to do that. You know, like I feel like we don't need this random white man to check black people, especially when they all have their little town halls and they actually be trying to check each other. And sometimes they sound stupid, you know, and sometimes it works. It'd be like, okay, maybe we don't need to do this or maybe we don't need to do that. And so it's like, I guess it's like a give and take, but sometimes it feels like you're just, especially, I know I've said this already, but like when you hit season 3 and 4, it's like they just continue to take and take and take. There's no give. Everything is just a hot dog shit. Now, okay, which season does Reggie almost get shot? Like when he starts to deal with that and we see Blair Underwood bitch ass.
He almost gets shot season 4.
Okay, so before that, when Blair Underwood comes in, that's season 3 or 2?
That's season 3.
Okay. So at one point, Blair Underwood bitch ass, like nothing against Blair Underwood. I'm just sorry. I just always think about him abusing an old girl from Tyler Perry's movie. But Blair Underwood comes in, and obviously he is a well-known, influential black man. And previously, Reggie, when they were at the party, which I feel like we keep referring it to as the blackface party, but basically, I believe it was a white fraternity was throwing a party and there was a lot of blackface, and niggas was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And I believe at that
point, it's called the blackface party.
Oh.
Like in the show, well, people reference it as the blackface party because it was literally a party where people showed up in blackface. Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we never actually said what happened, which I guess is kind of intuitive, but just to give y'all background, that's what happened. And don't they do this in reaction to? So it was probably something Sam did. Something happened, and they were reacting to that. Granted, it was still fucked up, and they were still wrong.
Let's just go into Sam's story. Starts off with her getting footage of the blackface party, right? And we find out later that she was actually the one that sent the invite to everyone, because Kurt didn't send the invite because his dad because the school told him not to in the show. The school told him not to, so he didn't send the invite. But Sam knew about the party, hacks quote unquote into their Facebook account and sends the invite to everybody. And the invite was I think it was literally called Dear Black People, like a Halloween party. And it was like show up as your favorite black person, basically, or show up as a black person to the Halloween party. And all the white people show up in blackface, black caricatures, all this shit. And the black people show up and shut that shit down. But the whole reason it happened is because Sam sent that invite.
So the party, he wasn't throwing the party because of something. He was just throwing it to throw it.
Yeah, he was throwing it to throw it, but in reality, he was throwing it Kurt was throwing it as as retaliation against Dear White People, her radio show.
Yes, that's what I was trying to allude to.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I really don't have anything else to say about Sam that I feel like I've said already. I just think they really, actually, no, I'll say this. I think they really ruined her character. On the document you have, like our outline document, you have written down that one of the seasons was supposed to show her activist fatigue. And I mean, I think they could have done that, but like, I just don't think they executed it correctly, because essentially this wasn't my turning point against Sam, but I feel like this is a perfect example of what happened to her. Like, Sam went from being that girl and woke up every day to get at 7 a.m. It probably wasn't 7 a.m. She probably recorded at like 1. She woke up every day, had her Black Power shit on, went to her radio station, spent that whole slot time shitting on white people for being shitty and racist to black people, understandably so. And then She went from that, and occasionally sleeping with a white man, she went from that to telling her white boyfriend that it was okay that he lied about having Native American ancestry to win a scholarship. It was either for Native Americans specifically or for people of color.
It was for people of color because everybody stood up. There was a black guy, a Hispanic guy, an Asian guy, and then he stood up.
And he lied and said he had Native American ancestry, I'm pretty sure. And when he won the scholarship, right? Mm-hmm. And when he told Sam that he like kind of felt guilty about it, she said, "Why? You did what you had to do."
The old Sam would have read him down.
And I was like, "Excuse me?" And that right there, again, not necessarily the turning point, but that right there was like, oh, that's the perfect example of like, I do not fuck with this version of her. Because even if you want to say that all of this activism has taken a toll on her, because she is a target for the white people on campus. And at one point there is this Twitter page or whatever the fuck that's called alt something, and
alt-right
Ivy. And it was literally it was literally just a bunch of white supremacy shit. But it was granted, it was directed at niggas in general, but also a lot of stuff was directed at her because she was the face of niggas on campus.
She had a whole Twitter battle with this motherfucker.
Yes. And her dad was like, "Are you arguing with the racist again?" She was like, "Yeah, Dad, I am."
No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And it's like, so I understand how that can take a toll on you. Like, I genuinely do. And especially when you feel like you're not getting anywhere, because I don't know if they really accomplished anything outside of, okay, I keep bouncing around. All of these main black characters live in the same dorm. Do you remember what it's called again?
AP.
They live
Armstrong
in AP
Parker.
house, and that's an all nigga house. People wanted to integrate AP house, and they were like, no. Don't they end up integrating and Gabe live there?
No, Gabe doesn't live there, but they do integrate.
Okay, so that is a big battle to lose. It was all black since like inception or whatever, because probably racism. They wouldn't let niggas anywhere else, and now they're like, y'all, we can't integrate AP house. Like, what the fuck? And so and then they lose that battle and they end up integrating it. So I completely understand her being like, I'm done with this shit. She even gives her show to her best friend, like Janelle, just her name, I think. So I completely understand.
Joelle.
What?
Joelle,
not Janelle. My bad. Joelle. Oh, I'm thinking of Janelle Monáe. Joelle. I completely understand being like, I need to take a step back. I don't want to fuck with this anymore. I just want to lay up with my white man, which is kind of sinister in and of itself. But to have her do a complete 180, and it's like, wait, so are you telling me the whole time, is this character assassination, or has this been a facade for her the whole time? Like, has she put on this character?
If I could jump in real quick. I was really stretching it with the third season. Like, when I wrote down, let me read y'all exactly what I wrote down, because I did not know what the fuck to talk about with the third season. I said the third season is crazy, derogatory. The third season is maybe a depiction of the Rachel battle fatigue with all the main characters. But truly, honestly, I feel like all of them give up. Like, Sam, definitely, because she gives the podcast. She gives the radio show to Joelle, and then she's just sitting up doing whatever the fuck. But I feel like everybody in the main group who gave a fuck about social injustice just shut the fuck up about it.
I would say in terms of Reggie, because this happened. Okay, something that happened to Reggie at the party. A cop pulled a gun on him. Like, I think he was fighting. I don't know if they were physically fighting, but at the very least, he was arguing with some white kids. And then the cops come in to bust up the party, and that motherfucker was trigger happy. He is pointing his gun at Reggie, screaming at him to show ID, show ID. He's like, "Are you a student here?" Reggie's like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Show some fucking ID, show some ID." And Reggie's like, "What the fuck?" So Reggie spends like the next, season 2, season 3 dealing with that. Like, bro actually gets
season
2. Bro, wait, when did we say Blair Underwood comes in 2 or 3? 3. Well, he deals with it in season 3 too, because the reason he gets out of it is because of Blair Underwood. So he spends.
Damn, he had 2 guns pulled on him.
He spends these next 2 seasons, just like depressed and like angry, and he's just going through all this shit because of that very traumatizing event So I completely understand him checking out. Granted, I remember thinking, oh, I felt so bad for him. Sam was like, I'm here for you. And he was heavily into her, y'all. And not to say she does not have to reciprocate, but they kissed. And he thought it was something it wasn't. The next thing he knows, she showed up with her white boyfriend. Her white boyfriend like, we're here for you, man. Whatever you need, my brother. And he like, I don't need a goddamn thing from
I don't think
either
they
of you.
kiss.
They do kiss. I literally saw it in the recap.
They fuck.
They fuck?
When did they kiss? Yeah, they fuck.
So how you gonna say you don't think they kiss?
Because I don't think they kissed before they fucked. Like he's obsessed with her. He's obsessed with her, right?
Feels like a strong word.
But I would say obsessed. He's obsessed with her and like wants to be with her because he sees her as this like perfect being, like that could do no wrong. He sees her as this like a Shada Shakur type that fights for the injustices on the campus.
Yes, but I want to caveat that because that makes it seem like he's not seeing her as a person. He sees her as the person that she presents herself to be. Like she doesn't.
So he doesn't actually see her.
But she doesn't. I'm trying to say that he's looking at what she gives the world. Like it's not like we see her as a full being who with like flaws and shit. Like she doesn't show that. So he just falls in love with what he sees, the shit she's showing him. Like I just want to put it out there that he's not putting her on some fucking random pedestal like some weird ass nigga. He's like, he does put her on a pedestal, but it's because of the facade that she puts on the entire first 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's clear.
That's fair. Okay. But I feel like he's still obsessed with her because of that.
I wouldn't call it obsessed because obsessed gives that white woman trying to take Idris from Beyonce. That was obsessed. Reggie wasn't on that shit.
Okay. Anyways, Reggie just really liked her and really wanted to be with her.
Reggie loved her.
Reggie was in love with her. And in some way she knew that, but she just like never acknowledged it because obviously she's with this white man. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I didn't see it, at least, but it wasn't until he almost got shot and went through that like huge traumatic experience that she actually gets to see Reggie and like a completely different side of him and starts to question herself on, am I with the right person? And I feel like it's because of her white guilt.
Oh, 100%.
For Gabe and her. Yeah, it's because of her white guilt because of Gabe and her father. Again, don't understand the white guilt because of your father. You literally love that man. Your favorite parent, in my opinion. But
oh my god, her mom is Tasha what? From the game.
Off what? Girl, I never watched the game.
Oh, you stupid bitch! Her mom is Tasha, and her brother is low-key Malik. Oh my god, y'all.
Anyways, so she fucks Ricky. Reggie. She fucks Reggie.
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
She fucks Reggie. And then she has this like huge internal battle about whether she should tell Gabe or not. And she never really says that she fucks Reggie, but it's but then Gabe asks her, why did you fuck him? And she can't answer. And then we get a cut to them in the bedroom together naked. And she said, we shouldn't have done that.
So I'm assuming, where does the scene, I'm assuming it goes, they fuck. Reggie obviously thinks something's going on now.
Yes.
And then he sees her with Gabe. And Gabe's like, my God, we there for you. And he's like, I don't need a damn thing for you. Is that the timeline?
No, I don't think so.
So when does that happen?
I think that happens before because everyone finds out that Sam and Gabe are dating. And obviously the BSU, fucking Sam and Gabe are fucking.
There's no way that happens before.
Yes, it does.
There's no way because one, I watched an official recap by Netflix And
Maya, I watched everything but season 4 this whole week.
I understand that, but also I feel like there's no way it happened before because Reggie's reaction was based on him thinking she kicked that white man to the curb. Not that he was shocked that the white man existed. While he's thinking, I just want to tell y'all a little story. So there was a time, we haven't really gone much into Coco yet, but there was this.
I'll get into Coco.
There was this scene in the show that I loved where, because you think Coco is just this rich bitch, right? But there's this scene where we see her painting her own. Is Louboutins the red bottoms? We see her painting her own Louboutins red because she's not a rich bitch. She's poor as fuck. And
But they were fake. Just like black shoes. Were they Louis Vuitton, like actual branded?
No, she can't afford that shit, but she was trying to make it look like they were, so she was painting the bottom of that bitch red. And I remember
she had some black pumps and painted that shit red. It was so
like,
funny.
Oh, I hate this bitch. Da 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 da. She's da da da. I was like, don't do Coco. Because one thing about her is one, she's smart as fuck, and two, she's playing the game. She eventually realizes she can't play the game and still win because niggas still gonna be racist and whatever the fuck. But the first couple seasons, she was playing the game. So I was like, Deshaun, don't talk about Coco like that. And then I pulled up the example of her painting those shoes, and Deshaun goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And I remember us being on the phone, and I found the timestamp on Netflix. I was like, okay, bitch, now I want you to go to this episode, go to this season, this episode, and this timestamp, put that shit up on your TV, and then he does it. He's like, oh, I was wrong. So I just want y'all to know, more oftentimes he's wrong and I'm right. But are you done pondering? Do you want to accept that I'm right now?
Eat my fucking ass. Jesus Anyways, Christ. Since we're talking about Reggie, I guess we should just move over to Reggie.
Reggie, okay. So basically, niggas like, this isn't the best comparison, but he's the Martin Luther King to Sam's Coretta Scott. Like they're doing shit together. I said it's not the right comparison. Please.
It's definitely not, but you know what? Sure. Go ahead, girl.
What? He's the Malcolm X, her Ashada Shakur. Like, what do you want me to say?
You can say that. That's better.
Okay, fine. That's what it is. So, like, they're right next to each other, making decisions, doing the movement at the school or whatever. And then he gets this gun pulled on him, and Reggie starts to, his whole, like, self just deteriorates. And he doesn't know how to deal with it. And she's like, Reggie, you can lean on me. Then apparently they have sex. And then apparently he's like, I can't fucking lean on you because you're with a white man. And Grant also, she knew how he felt about her. And so it just makes it even more messy. And so he's dealing with that. And he's dealing with the shooting. And he's dealing with, I guess Deshaun called it activist fatigue because of what happened to him. And like all of this shit is snowballing. And if you want to talk about, do you have anything specific to talk about that occurred before I get into Blair Underwood or no?
I want to talk about how he paid Joelle Dustin Debris and then realized Joelle was actually that fucking bitch.
Is that before? Well, that's something else.
But that is something else. But that's before. What's it?
But I mean, like, in what I'm talking about in terms of what he's going through.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
No, I don't have any.
And so he's going through all of this for Blair Underwood comes in season 3. So in season 2, he's going through this pretty much alone because he's not leaning on Sam. And then season 3, he's still going through this, and he doesn't know how to get himself out of this anger and this just devastation and low-key depression like that he's feeling. He doesn't know how to get out of it. And then Blair Underwood's bitch ass come in. Again, we don't hate Blair Underwood, but he was beating on Medea's niece. So Blair Underwood comes in, and he's this professor with this, like, he's articulate and intelligent, and he's a well-known black man. He's respected, all that shit. And he takes Reggie under his wing. And Reggie starts to finally feel like a person again, He starts to feel proud to be a black man again, like because of this connection that he's built with Blair Underwood's bitch ass. And then what does that bitch do? Blair Underwood starts sexually harassing the girl students. And when the accusations come out, because he was was harassing Coco's best white friend. And when the accusations come out, Blair's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. I would never do that. And Coco...
he really did. He was like, never.
Coco's like, you dirty bitch. And Reggie's like, don't talk about Blair Underwood like that. Blair would never do that. And she's like, you weren't there. I saw my white friend. She was distraught. He fucked her over. Mm-hmm. And then Reggie's like, oh my God, maybe he actually did it. And he goes to Blair Underwood after everything's been swept under the rug, mind you. And he's like, Blair Underwood, did you really do it? And Blair Underwood's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, little nigga, I did it. And then he was distraught again.
No.
He was going through a lot, y'all. Like, I felt so... Because when he was going up to Coco, like, no, that's not what happened. I think did he go up to that white girl and ask her if why she was lying or some shit like that too?
He didn't ask her why she was lying, but he did go up to her and like try to investigate or like interrogate. Mm-hmm. Tried to interrogate her, and she didn't want to talk about it, which is what I kind of want to ask you. Since we're talking about Blair Underwood's character, do you think Brooke was in the wrong for what she did? Because remember, she overheard Muffy and Coco talking about it. And then she basically, in so many ways, told everyone what happened instead of waiting for Muffy's consent and told Muffy's story without her consent. Do you think she was in the wrong for that? Because I know Reggie was in the wrong.
The fact that her name is Muffy is actually so funny to me. But yes, I do think that that's wrong, because you have to... Okay, so Brooke is the writer woman, the media woman. Okay. So you need... The thing about... Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. When she did that, it was not about Muffy. What she did was about Blair Underwood. It was about power and balance. Like, it was about the movement, like whatever you want to call it, like women's rights. Like, it was about everything but Muffy. And nothing moving forward should have been about anything except Muffy. But she didn't care about her. Not in no sense of like she was nefarious, because she didn't have nefarious intentions. But all she cared about was taking this nigga down because of what he did. And it's like, well, okay, that's understandable, but we have to, the person he did it to. Because as soon as you put it out here, oh, he was doing da-da-da to Muffy, now everybody's coming up to Muffy, and Muffy has to deal with the fact that, one, people know something happened to her. Two, like, people aren't even going to necessarily always accept that something happened to her. Because, like, look at Reggie. Reggie said that bitch was lying. And not so many words, you know? Now Muffy has to deal with the spotlight of a couple things, like being a victim. That's in on its own. You got people pitying you. You got people assuming shit about what happened. You got people that don't give a fuck, but they want to be nosy, and they're like, oh, what did he do to you? Why didn't you say da-da-da-da? And then she has to deal with the people that are like, that nigga didn't do anything. Why the fuck are you lying? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, like, so Brooke threw her into that spotlight without thinking about her. And I just think that's really fucked up. Like, in this when something like this happens, you have to think about the victim or the person it happened to first. In everything else second. And like, maybe Muffy eventually would have wanted to talk about it. Because if I remember correctly, Coco was like, girl, we should be like da-da-da. Muffy was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk about it.
So you think Brooke was in the wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. I also agree. 110%. But back to Reggie. I think his character, the only person I really give a fuck about in season 3 was Reggie, because his character, I felt like his character actually had a story, because it was based off of him trying to process what happened to him in season 1. Everybody else, I can't say the same. Maybe Lionel a little bit, but I think Reggie out of everyone had the best story. And also, I feel like Reggie might go through the most in the whole entire series, because in the whole entire series, he gets 2 guns pulled at him, one by a police officer, another one by a school shooter. his idol or the person he looks up to, sexual offender. His freshman year crush, fucking a white man. I think that's it.
Not you
what else
adding
happens?
that
I feel like
strikes against him. Like he's been through so much because Sam is fucking a white man. But he's the only. What happened?
Apparently, in season 4, he has to go into hiding.
Okay, so I'm so confused because I remember.
I don't understand why he has to go into hiding.
He stopped the school shooter. I don't remember if he shot him and he didn't get killed or anything.
Oh, he shot him. You're right. Yeah, he died. Okay. Yeah, he died.
So he stopped the school shooter. It was probably like a gun tussle. Was it a gun tussle?
No, I think Reggie got a gun. Okay. And shot the motherfucker.
He shot the school shooter to stop the school shooter, whatever the fuck. And I remember him because at the end of season 4, all of season 4, y'all, they go back and forth between the past and the present being this super futuristic world where you gotta, like, I don't know, scan your fucking hand or some shit at a door so it can determine that you don't have COVID. They don't call it COVID, I don't think, but the door has to determine you don't have COVID, and then it lets you come into the establishment. And then it's Sam and Lionel, who we haven't really talked about much about yet, but we'll get into him. When they sit down and have these hideous ass futuristic masks on, and they take the bitches off, and when they take them off, it's like this suctioning sound, like they use them for oxygen or some shit. And so it goes back and forth between that and like the past or whatever, like them at school. And then eventually we get to some underground meeting, like they're all in a fucking basement somewhere. And Reggie comes out with these long ass dreads. We're like, oh, because the whole time they've acted like this nigga was dead. And we're like, oh, Reggie's alive. And then Reggie starts talking about, yeah, I had to go into hiding, because he had people congratulating him on what he did. So there were people that loved him for what he did and people that hated him for what he did, no matter where he went. Mind you, this is years later. I don't remember how many. It was probably at least 3 to 5. But this is years.
It was 10. It was 10.
This is 10 years later. So he has been in hiding because of something he did 10 years ago. Bitches are still recognizing him in the street and harassing him about, which is insane to me. Like, I just feel like that maybe it would happen. I don't fucking know. But so he's just been in hiding this whole time. So he does fuck all in season 4, except end with Joel. And you wanted to talk about Joel, so you can go ahead with that.
Yeah. So Joelle, probably one of my favorite characters. She has my favorite episode of the entire series, which is with the hub chat.
Oh, that shit was sad.
It was so sad because he was so fine.
He was perfect. Like, they had a great day. Everything was beautiful until he said, he said
so
my Nubian queen type shit, and then she's like, nigga. And then she starts thinking, I think, from the rest of the day, and she's like,
from the last,
all the pieces she said, were being placed, and
he was literally trying to tell me from jump.
He said my Nubian queen. She said, fuck.
But I think, so in season 1, Joelle starts off as like the best friend character, and she does get her own episode. We didn't say this in the beginning, but each character, the way the show is formatted is, until season 4, mind you, each character has their until season 3 and 4, because they stopped doing it in season 3. Each character has their own episode. And so, sometimes they're connected with like the overarching story, sometimes they're not, but either way, each character gets their own episode and their own time, so we actually get to flush out these characters. And that's why I love season 2 and 3 so much, because they do that fucking format. But even Joelle gets her own episode in season 1, but season 2 we actually get to like know Joelle. In season 1, we don't know what the fuck she's going to this school for. It could be economics, it could be how to get away with murder 101. I don't know. But we find out in season 2 that she's like a biology major and she wants to go into something medical. I just forgot what the fuck it is, but it's something medical. And she's more than just the best friend character. She's a person that actually has like feelings and emotions and doesn't just make funny quips for Sam to feel better. And I think she gets paid dust and debris, specifically from Reggie, all the time. Like, she was his second choice when it came to should he date Sam or should he date Joelle. He didn't even think about Joelle until Sam basically completely told him to fuck off. And then he starts looking at Joelle like, damn, I get this dark Nubian queen is kind of cute too.
That's not Reggie.
See, and that's what I thought was the fucking happening. That's what it felt like to me.
Okay, I give you this. He was looking at Sam, put his blinders on to everybody else. I give you that. And then when he finally did look at Joelle, he was like, "Oh fuck, she cool as hell. She beautiful because she is."
He did realize that Joelle was like the woman that he was explaining. Joelle, that was like the perfect woman. And in season 2, and he's like, "Damn, I'm stupid." Yeah, nigga, you stupid as fuck.
And to an extent, because she even says that to him, like, "I'm not your second choice." And I don't remember what he says to her, but to an extent, it feels weird to say that's what happened when it's literally like, I just didn't like you at the time. Like, I liked someone else. I got over it, but now I like you. Like, it's not even about like.
But the thing is, the reason I'm saying it's a second choice is because he has had this the same amount of to my knowledge, to the same amount of interaction that he does with Sam and Joelle, because they all go to BSU. Yeah, and those are like the three main ones.
But him and Sam are actually like for example, let's say they planning a rally. That the whole BSU ain't necessarily doing that. That's him. Like they go to the BSU. We go do a rally. They take a little stupid little vote. They vote on the rally. Okay, cool. Now me and Sam are together 5 nights a week. I don't know, like 2-3 nights a week, planning out the rally. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just, oh, I see them at the BSU meetings and I see them at breakfast at AP House. It's like, no, me and Sam, because like I said, they were the right hand man of each other or whatever the fuck. Sam was the leader, and he was her right hand man. So if she needed something done, she's like, "Hey Reggie, we need chairs for this protest. We need chairs for this demonstration." Like, so like they are.
I'm just saying most of the time, if Sam was in a room, 9 times out of 10, Joelle would be there.
But I'm saying one, that's only what we saw. Like we have to acknowledge that these characters have quote unquote lives when we're not necessarily watching. And 2, when Sam and Joelle are in the room, who are you looking at?
Sam and Joelle?
Yes. When these two,
out of those two, the audience is looking at Sam.
Exactly. So Reggie's looking at Sam. Like it's not like he's don't give a fuck about Joelle. He considers her a cool girl, a cool friend, a cool person. She's peeps, But we're paying attention to Sam because, like, I don't know how else to explain it to you. Like, is the audience treating Joelle like shit too? Like, I'm sorry, it's just I don't fuck with.
So you're saying Reggie's whole argument for wanting to have Sam over Joelle is because he looked at her more?
No, that's not what.
When Joelle was in the room, that's what it feels like you're saying, girl.
What I'm saying is you said they had the same amount of interactions. I'm saying they didn't. One, he interacted more with Sam than he did with Joelle, is what I'm saying, is my first point. My second point, based off those interactions, he grew to have a crush on her, a like for her, love for her, whatever the fuck. He had romantic feelings for her. And therefore, because of those romantic feelings, he don't give a fuck who else in the room. He's just looking at Sam. Because that's what you do when you like a bitch.
And while he's looking at Sam, Joelle is looking at him.
Okay, but if I don't see you looking at me because I'm not looking at you, how are you mad at me for that? Like, there are genuine examples of...
I'm not saying that Joelle just feels like an afterthought because she's connected to Sam in some way, shape, or form. Like, they're all connected in some way, shape, or form, but she specifically is connected with Sam because they're best friends. So because of that, she just feels like the second choice. Like, for example, if a certain somebody that we know that you were obsessed with
Ooh.
started dating me,
I'll
right?
shoot myself. Continue.
If he started dating me or like fucked me,
good God,
and then we broke it off, and then he started looking at you, how would you feel?
I would feel some type of way because I feel like me and him interacted more than you and him. So that doesn't.
But that's not true. Actually, that is true. But still, that's the same. Like, that's the same way I feel that Joel had.
That's not.
I was friends with him
too. Were you?
I was friends with him too.
Friends?
Yes.
Me and that nigga hung out outside of school. We were actual friends.
Oh.
Granted, we only did it twice, but it still happened.
That's more than me. Like, you know what? That's more than me. But that's what Joelle feels like.
What I'm saying
and there's an actual friendship between her and Reggie. We're getting too much into this.
What I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna say this and then we can cut it. We can move on. What I'm saying is, it would be one thing if Sam said, Reggie, I don't want you, and then Reggie immediately went to Joelle, like immediately, and tried to fuck her, but he didn't. Because he was going through his gun shit. Now that would have been, you're only here because she rejected you. But what actually happened is the person he liked, he tried it, it didn't work. He moved on, and then he tried it with somebody else, and that somebody else just happened to be Joelle. Like, it's not like he kept her on the back burner because he knew she liked him or some shit. Like, that's not what it was. And that's why I'm saying it's not second chance, choice. Not chance, choice.
Okay. I still feel like in some ways he still played Joel Dustin Debris. And then in season 3, when he's going through that whole I forgot what his name was in the actual show. When he's going through his whole like idolizing somebody phase, she feels she gets put on the back burner in this sense because he's not paying as much attention to her, and he is like obsessed with this fucking app and has his whole entire life is revolved around this man and this app, and he doesn't have time for anyone else. And she airs these grievances, and he rightfully so, he does say like, this is the only way that I know how to process my feelings and emotions about what happened to me. Like, he's helped me so much. But I still understand where she's coming from when she says like, you literally threw me to the side for this man. Like, are you gay? No, I'm just kidding.
I think if you don't think about the actual situation, then I get how you can get there. Like, if she's just thinking about, oh, he's not talking to me anymore, but he's talking to this nigga. He ain't smiling at me, but he'll smile when this nigga's name come up. Then okay. But if you think about Reggie hasn't been himself for months, and then he finds something that makes him feel like he can get back to himself. So, like, if you think about it like that way, then it makes sense because that's what happened. Like, it's almost like, and granted, I'm not saying
you just hate Joelle.
I don't hate Joelle.
Okay.
But if I go through a traumatizing ass event and you mad at me because I'm not talking to you, we have a problem. I'm traumatized.
But it wasn't just like he wasn't talking to her. He wasn't making time for her. Towards the end, he just stopped making time for her. Like, they actually had plans, and he would forget about them wholeheartedly because he was doing some with what's his name?
Okay. I will say, like, I'm not saying she's wrong. I understand where her feelings are coming from. I'm just saying I think those feelings need to be thought about in context of the wider situation. And so should he have been forgetting that he made plans for her? No. But it's not like, I'm just saying, I think you have to think about where he was mentally and emotionally and why might this shit be happening. And then you said it yourself. He actually said to her, this is the only thing that makes me like, I understand. And I don't know if he apologized because that's not what you said. You said something along the lines of, this is the only thing that makes me feel like I'm back to myself. So then it's like, okay, we need to learn how to balance these two things then. And we need to move on from there. But it's not, you're completely wrong because you're ditching me. It's, you're going through something. And I don't necessarily like how you are dealing with me and that something. So we need to find something else. But it's not like you're this piece of shit that's like putting me on the back burner. It's no, you're going through something.
And I think she wants to realize that, but it happens so many times that she like starts to get pissed off, which I would too. Like I'm not gonna lie, that would piss me off too. Like I understand you're going through shit, and I'll help you through that, and I'll support you in the things that need to help you. But once I am constantly getting just like, we make plans, you're late, or oh I forgot, and it keeps happening over and over and over again. If you're a friend that I've only known for like a few months or so, I'm just gonna chop that up as I lost you as a friend. It just is what it is. I just won't text you anymore. But if this is my significant other,
Oh wait, they were
we have
dating
to have
at
a
that
discussion.
point?
Yes, they were
that
dating
was
at this
crucial
point.
information that you didn't share.
Yes. What do you mean that I need to share? I said season 3, so at this point they're dating. Season 2 is when they start dating. They fuck in season 2. They fuck the season 2 finale, which okay, I like this. I like this parallel because in beginning of season 1, they the AP house is integrated, so the black students have to have some of the black students have to actually have roommates now. And Joelle and Sam end up being roommates, and Sam is flicking her bean in the room, and Joelle walks in. And Sam throws the vibrator across the room. And Joelle goes, am I supposed to think it was a ghost girl? And then at the end of season 2, Joelle and Reggie are fucking down. They getting into it, throwing clothes all over the place. They make it out in the bed, and then Sam like is jiggling the door, and they're like, shit, get my bra. And then she walks through the door, and Joelle starts going on a rant about like chemistry, like mercury or some shit, and they're both booty butt fucking naked. And Sam goes, y'all know y'all don't have any clothes on, right? And they're like, what? And she goes, you don't owe me anything. What happened to a sock on the door though? And then walks out, and then they continue to fuck. That's how they start.
I can see. Okay.
Which, by the way, their sex looks good.
Jesus Christ. That does change my opinion on the situation a little bit. In the sense that he definitely should have. That nigga probably shouldn't have even been in a relationship at that time. But he definitely should have
probably not.
taken her more into consideration. So yeah, I vibe. I get that.
But outside of Reggie, Joelle kind of just, I don't really like, she is the best friend in season 1. She gets her own storyline kind of in season 2. Season 3 is mostly, she works as mostly like a grounding point for Reggie, especially with the whole sexual assault thing. And then season 4, she ends up being the main singer of the fucking show. Like they act like she sings, and I love this actress down. Do not get me wrong. However,
she's so pretty.
She is really pretty. However, she can't sing.
Damn.
She's cute. Like she works for the choir. She works for, like St. Mark Church of God in Christ choir.
Oh my God.
But she doesn't work for no, she don't work for TV, girl. Mm-mm.
Oh, excuse me. That is.
But I love you, Joelle. I love you so much. But the next character we're going to be talking about, Lionel. So Lionel, personally, my favorite character, not only because he's black, but also because he's gay. Those are only 2 reasons. Like that's his whole entire personality. I like Lionel's character. He, by the way, this actor does such a good job. He's amazing at what he does. His range, absolutely fucking insane. But he does like the shy, nerdy guy really well. And Lionel's story like starts off with him basically being scared of black people, not because he like hates black people like Coco, but he's just scared to interact. Season 3 and 4, maybe not. 1 and 2 is up for debate. The movie, she hates black people. Anyways, Lionel starts off as like being scared of black people, and he is scared of black people in the way of just like he's scared to interact with them, or just people in general. He doesn't know how to interact with them because he doesn't see himself as black. And that all kind of like breaks open once he tells them about the blackface party, and he's the one to set off everybody going over there and shutting that shit the fuck down because it's not going to happen. And he starts to find himself in the black community, but then we also get another side of him being gay, and I feel like that's where his storyline slowly coasts through. Like his storyline is mostly about him being gay season 2, 3, and 4, honestly. Yeah, definitely 2, 3, and 4. And 2 and 3, he's trying to like find himself in the gay community. Like, what community do I go towards, or what community do I belong to? But then he just realizes like he's just himself. And then he gets this boyfriend Michael in season 4, and he's Michael.
Yes,
I thought he was a black guy, right? Yeah, it was a black guy.
He looked old as hell. I remember watching like, how old are you? Like it gave not Heartbreak High, Heartstopper, when they give the sister that boyfriend and he comes in. I'm like, this nigga is not in high school.
Oh, he was fine.
Old ass man.
And so was Michael.
Grown ass man.
So is Michael. But he has to learn how to. Michael doesn't like the fact that Lionel is so like quiet and doesn't fight for anything. And he has to fight with the fact that Michael feels that way, and he never proves Michael wrong, to be honest, until like the end of the season. But those are basically all his main like character flaws or character storylines. But there's one specific storyline that I want to talk about that literally never goes anywhere, which is his storyline with Sam, where they find the fucking secret society.
Yeah, I've been thinking about how we go this in, because it doesn't really do anything.
It doesn't do shit, and it pissed me the fuck off because I was so excited. Season 2.
Wait. Actually, that's the secret society is why Blair Underwood got away with what he did to Muffy, right?
Yes,
so outside correct. Of that, like, because that happens, and then they're like, I don't want to join the secret society, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Continue.
It's so fucking. Anyways, season 2 ends like the secret society. I forgot what they're called. The Order of the X is what they're called. It was so good. It ends with us finally being introduced to like one of the members of the Order of X, and he goes like, "You guys have been listening closely, or whatever the fuck." And then it cuts to black, and I'm like, "Oh my god, season 3 is about to be fucking lit." Like, I don't know where they're gonna go with this Order of X shit, but like, I know that the writing is good enough that whatever they do is going to be amazing. And then they open it up, and this is when I realized season 3 was going to be some fuck shit, because they open it up and make the Order of X seem like they don't do fucking shit, and they're just like a bunch of black men and women that came from Winchester that don't actually make a difference. And I'm like, that's not what the Order of X was actually supposed to be, because the Order of X was founded and started because of the racism that happened there, and they had an integral part to play in the whole entire Armstrong Parker house. So why the fuck are you sitting here and telling me that they had nothing to do with anything that happened in Winchester? I wanted to kill myself when they basically assassinated that whole entire storyline. And then they open up with Sam laying back and doing fucking nothing, and they assassinate her whole entire character. And then Lionel is basically just gay, who black people never, what? And I'm just like, oh my God, the whole Order of X thing, I just would throw away completely. If they never introduced it, the story of the whole entire series would not change.
I would just echo everything you just said. I just want to add, the guy that they meet that's part of the Order was played by Giancarlo Esposito.
I love him in everything he does.
Of the best actors to ever do it. Like that. I can't y'all, if y'all look this nigga up, y'all know who he is. Like this, he's in The Boys. He was in early seasons of Once Upon a Time. I'm trying to think of all the shit I've seen him in. I haven't even seen most of his work.
Girl, look, if you look him up, he's in everything.
Last Holiday, The Mandalorian. He's gonna be in Captain America.
He's in Breaking Bad, which
show.
everyone knows him from Breaking Bad.
That's what it was. Breaking Bad. I wouldn't say that was. I don't know if that was like his. No, Better Call Saul. I think. I feel like it was Better Call Saul. But one of those two.
Well, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Those, it was like, oh my God, everyone's like, this nigga's so good. Because he's fucking phenomenal. And it's like, when I saw him, I'm just like, for one, the mystery, they built that up from the beginning. So it's like, you're just like, oh my God, what's going on? What is it? And then we also find out that his name isn't Trent. Troy. Is it Troy or is Troy's dad?
It's Troy's dad.
We find out that Troy's dad,
Dean Fairbanks,
who was played by an Allstate guy in the movie, but he was the Allstate guy
in the movie,
show.
which is funny.
We find out that he was in it. It was just like, we just find out this shit is deep. It is deep. And
it's deep in the roots of Winchester and Armstrong Parker. Like, this is, I keep going. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, in the actual Black community, like, because I think they name dropped some important Black niggas that as members, and it's like, this shit runs deep. And then they're like, just kidding. We're gonna use it to
like, this is gonna be so
Blair
good.
Underwood assaulting a student, and then we're just gonna get rid of it. And it's like, they did
two terrible things.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, they turn the Order of X basically into like an invisible villain, and they do two things. One, they do the Blair Underwood thing, and then two, at the very end, because like I tried to rush and watch the like last episode of season 4, but at the very end, I forget they do this. They try to cut one of the only gay parts of the whole entire what's it called?
Play.
Of the whole entire play out of the play because they want like influential Black people to come. And Lionel says, but that's basically the whole entire point of it. It's like to whatever the fuck they're trying to do. Like, they say some word salad shit.
Ooh.
I'm not good at that. But they say like that's the whole point of the show. And he's like, one conversation at a time. He one conversations at a time and it's supposed to make the Order of X seem like this group of like old jaded Black people that like hate gay people are homophobic. And I don't think the Order of X should have been that at all. If you were going to introduce this Order of X, it should have affected. In season 2, it seemed like it was going to affect every single character, not just Sam and Lionel, because they were the first two to find it. It was going to affect every single character that we know in this show. And it doesn't do shit. In fact, it just turns into a fucking villain. And I hate, and that's why one of the main reasons I hate everything about 3 and 4. One of the main fucking reasons is because they didn't do another chance at Black people having fun with a secret society, because we don't have this shit. We don't have this fucking shit, and you white people squander it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong, but does Giancarlo's character tells them to like change the order, or like because they wanted to go up against
revive the order.
Okay, revive the order. There's a show called The Order on Netflix.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. No, I'm just really angry about this Order of X thing. I 100% agree
with everything. That was my biggest disappointment about the show, because like your main source of intrigue, and you just drop it, and it means nothing. And like, I think it is so weird. Like, going off what you were talking about of the homophobia of it all. Like, I think it's kind of weird because a lot of influential historical niggas were queer, and like some openly, some not so openly, you know, depending on where you were, I guess. So like, it's just insane to me. Like, I get it because homophobia, but also it's just like, the nigga next to you is already gay. Like, what do you want me? Like, what is this? This play isn't gonna. So I don't know. It's just. They really made it seem like it was just like elite Black niggas. Like, it was just elite niggas, but and like the things that made them elite, it wasn't like oh, you're super rich, or granted, I'm sure everyone in the order was rich. It was just like a bunch of niggas came together because shit wasn't going the way it needed to, and they made shit happen for themselves. Like that's what it was. That's what it was giving. And then they said, "Oh no, we protect pedos actually, and we protect assaulters, and like it's not about the good. It's not about pushing forward blackness at all as a whole in any kind of positive way." And it was like, okay, this is stupid, but.
The order of X needed to be shot on site. But that's really all I had to say about Lionel's storyline. He's gay, he's black, and he rediscovered the order of X. But and he also fucked or was in love with 2 Latino guys and 1 black guy. Cool. One of the Latino dudes was also alt-right Ivy.
Oh yeah,
which I thought was really funny.
Like, oh my god, it's you. And then the dude's like, Lionel, like, come on. I'm just like, this is weird.
Also, rewatching it, in season 1, he does say a lot of shit that's very, like, iffy. And Lionel doesn't clock it. Like, he doesn't say anything about it.
Oh, that's so interesting. When people show you who they are, man, they say, when people show you who they are, listen to them the first time.
I like how they kind of did Silvio in the movie.
Who?
I thought Silvio, the guy that was ended up being like alt-right.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, they did. Silvio was also in the movie, and his character was a little bit more interesting, but obviously, like, Lionel drops him. But anyways, now that we're done talking about Lionel, let's move to our favorite coon, Miss Coco Connors.
Okay, a coon with purpose. Like, I feel like something that is core.
So Candace Owens?
No, Candace is not a coon with purpose. Just because you a scammer don't mean you got purpose. I think there's something. Granted, I don't even know if Candace is scamming, because Candace might genuinely.
She is scamming. I
think she genuinely believes the shit that she says.
But she lost her job, so she ain't scamming no more. She has a podcast now. She has to at this point. But also, they do have a Candace Owens wannabe, and it's played. I forgot her name, but you know her name. It's played by the same girl who played Sam White in the movie.
Tessa Thompson.
Yep, Tessa Thompson.
Beautiful
Thank you.
Woman.
Anyways, keep going. Keep going. What you were going to say about Coon Connors?
To make out with Michael B. Jordan, not do that shit for free. But this is my thing. Coco does she coon? Yes. Does she, in the beginning, she's very much, they're like, oh my God, guys, white people suck. And she's like, not even, she's like, y'all are actually making a problem out of nothing. Like, it's never that deep. It's not that bad. We can be mean to white people too. Like, da da da. And they're like, Coco, what the fuck is you on? And she's like, I'm telling the truth. I'm speaking the truth. In my red bottoms, in my Louboutins that I actually paint red in my room at night. Like, and then because this is my thing. Even before we find out her little backstory about her mom, and before she has the pregnancy scare episode, which I also like the pregnancy scare episode, before all of that, you see that, like, when she's interacting with the white folks, like, I feel like there have been times where Muffy would say something and Coco would be like, but she still goes along with it because she's trying to play the game. But you can see that like, there are, like, I feel like early on you realize that Coco is just trying to play this game. She's not actually a coon. Like, she's not voting for Trump. She's just trying to get herself ahead. And I don't know what her turning point was, but eventually she does realize I can't play the game. They hate me, and they're always gonna hate me, and like, no matter what I do. And even within, does Dean Fairbanks find out that she was pregnant?
No, nobody finds out that she's pregnant because she terminated. Well, obviously Kelsey does because Kelsey. She helps her through it, but it's just Kelsey.
Okay. But I like Coco. You can't make me hate her. I mean, I don't necessarily have a favorite character in this show. It's too far removed from me to have a favorite character. And also, I just hated the ending. But I like Coco because
I try to think of the show as only season 2 and 3. Season 1 and 2. Only 3 and 4 didn't happen.
If we say 1 and 2, then my favorites would be Sam, Coco, and Janelle. Joelle. Why do I keep saying Janelle? Damn. Joelle. Those would be my faves. Now, if you want to talk about, I feel like everything you putting on Coco, you can put on fucking Kelsey. Put that
So
shit on
I was
Kelsey.
just about to talk
Kelsey
about
ain't
that.
got nothing but air in between her ears.
Coco and Kelsey are two similar characters, but they have a specific difference. Coco is intentionally a coon. Kelsey is unintentionally a coon. Like she unfortunately does not realize that racism still exists in America. Coco does, but she wants to do stuff from like the inside, or honestly, she doesn't want to do it at all.
I was gonna say because she wants to trying to do shit. She's trying to get in.
She doesn't want to do it at all because she's like, if I can't integrate myself into the system, I'm going to work for the system, and that's how I'm going to get my way up. Like you just said,
but work for the system for herself, guys, not for the system. She don't give a fuck about she literally don't give a fuck about anybody that's not herself. Granted, I guess her and Muffy kind of have a connection or whatever. Like there's some, to a certain extent, they're real friends, but at the same time, Coco is using her. Like there is a point.
Coco is using her, but in the way that she's using all these white people, she's still trying to integrate herself into whiteness. She's trying to separate herself from her roots so bad that she starts like that. Once she basically throws Sam over to the side because of it. Like Sam starts going this like pro black route, and she starts going this tab dancing route, and she can't for the life of her understand why Sam is fighting so hard for something that's never going to happen. She has a pessimistic outlook on racism, which is fair. I understand.
She definitely does. She does not see anything changing anytime soon. And she's like,
and that's why she's doing the things that she is.
You're going against the current of the river. Like, what's the point, nigga? And I mean, eventually Sam does get to that point too. Like, she's like, I went against the current and I lost. No, Sam.
Oh, you mean, yeah, no, Sam does. But Coco around season 2, I think, makes a very distinct change. She's not trying so hard to tab dance for these white people anymore, because she's like, my way doesn't work either.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always be separated from them because of the color of my skin. Mm-hmm. And I think that's when I start to like Coco a little bit, especially when her and like Sam have the peace offering and slowly start to become friends again. Like that's when I start to like it. But other than that, I don't think she has any other storyline past Troy.
No, because
I'm trying to think.
Aren't her and Troy done after like season 1 or 2?
Season 1, they're done.
Yeah, so.
And then after that, she's season 3, she battles with she's battling with herself because of the abortion that she got.
Mm-hmm.
Like she feels like her ghost baby is haunting her. And she starts having like panic attacks and stuff, and she doesn't feel like she's good enough anymore for the shit that she wants to do now. And I like that storyline about her, but season 2 and 4, I don't understand. I don't remember her doing anything in particular other than having an abortion in season 2. That's it.
The only thing I really remember is the red bottom scene. Her younger self. I forgot what was happening in the whole episode, but her younger self saying, "You're too black. You're not smart enough. You'll never be good enough." You know, and then her mama coming.
That was her dead baby. That was
her dead baby. Oh damn!
That was her dead baby. Yeah,
that's fucked up. I thought it was her younger self. That's fucked up. Do you remember? Because weren't her and Sam friends like freshman year or something.
Freshman year, they were rooming together, so they were best friends.
What happened that made one go one way and one go the other way? Do you remember?
I forgot what they were talking about. But I think Coco had gotten into this sorority, and she was like running around doing a bunch of shit for them, like rush sororities, people who start in sororities and fraternities do. I forgot what the fuck the name is. I hate fraternities and sororities as a whole. Yeah, no, it's not Rush Week. It's like they get tapped or whatever the fuck, so they're like initiates into the fraternity and sorority. Like she was doing all this shit for them, and Sam was on her like getting started on her pro black shit, and I think Sam called her like a bitch for it. Like, you're a bitch for your white friends, and you're a bitch for the sorority or whatever. And then that's how that's how they like fell out.
Coco knows about her white daddy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Yep. Which
Coco
honestly,
knows
that
about
just
the white
tells
man.
you, because Coco didn't tell nobody about her white daddy. I mean, maybe she did eventually. I don't remember. But in the beginning,
Sam? Oh, you mean Coco didn't? I keep getting them mixed up. I'm sorry.
So did Coco know about Sam's white dad or not?
Yes, Coco knew about Sam's white dad.
My point still stands. That tells you about who my girl is, because at no point did she say, you on your black power shit the whole time your daddy's white. Granted, actually, I'm not even going to go into that. So we stand Coco over here. If you hate her, you're weird. She's literally just trying to play the system to her advantage. And then she realizes that she
I just want to bring up one more thing and we'll move over to Troy. Coco in the movie, I think this is so funny. This is the only thing I remember for her. She has on blue color contacts the entire movie.
Oh, no.
And I can't, every time she came on screen, I couldn't look at anything else but those fucking things blocking her goddamn irises. So all I saw was ocean eyes. All I saw were ocean eyes. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
She had on blue color contacts when she was dressed up as Beyonce at the fucking party, Maya. Like, if we're talking about, I know I was talking bad about TV Coco being a coon, but the movie Coco, that's coonery personified.
Oh, yep, she was.
That is coonery personified. My God.
I see pictures, but like I can't see her eye in the picture. Oh wait, I can kind of see him there.
You could go.
That poor girl.
Yeah.
That poor
girl. I would kill myself if they put me in fucking blue color contacts. But somebody else who's also trying to work the system from the inside is Troy. Personally, an unfortunate character to me. I don't like him
from the inside.
Yeah.
I don't.
But he was also a coon.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
I'm not saying I liked him. He was also a coon.
I'm trying to see if it feels like that doesn't necessarily fit him.
That's what his dad taught him to do. So that's what he thinks he's doing. Like, he's not doing it, but that's what he thinks he's doing.
What am I trying to say about Troy? I really ain't got shit much to say. Because I don't care about that nigga. Like, his daddy raised him. His daddy essentially raised him to be in a room with white folks and know how to navigate that room, right?
And he didn't know how to navigate that room.
Troy goes into that room.
He was so dumb.
And he forgets that he's not a part of the shit in there. He thinks, oh, these are my friends. These are my people. And sure, they are his friends.
He thinks but they're not his people. He thinks he has already assimilated into white spaces but he hasn't. Like, the whole thing with her. I hate his dad, by the way. His dad is also a coon. But the one thing I do like his dad for is when he needs to get real, he gets real. He's like, the main thing he tells Troy the whole entire season is to not get involved with Pastiche and Kurt, because you don't want to be their token tap dancing coon. And then he does that in season 3 and ends up being the token tap dancing coon.
Yeah, with the magazine.
Like, Kurt completely changes his idea. So he looks like a coon to everybody on campus, and he gets mad at it. And everyone's looking at him like, girl, we told you this was going to happen. Yo, daddy told you this was going to happen. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? Just because you're their friend does not mean that they're your people.
I feel like his dad is the guy that his dad is Clarence Thomas. If Clarence Thomas didn't want to punish niggas so bad for hating himself. In the sense that he did the work and niggas didn't think he could do it, but he did it anyway, and he got into the room. And he stays in the room and he knows how to operate in that room. Now, Clarence takes it a step
But he never
further.
forgets where the fuck he came from.
He never fucking forgets that. now where he separates from Clarence is Clarence forgets, and Clarence wants to take it out on us that he forgot. But I was about to call him Mr. Whitmore. What's his name?
The Dean or Dean Fairbanks?
Jesus fucking Christ! But he never forgets that he's a nigga in a room full of non-niggas. But he tried to raise Troy to be that. But Troy goes into the room and thinks, "Oh, we're all the same. We're in the room." And like he's like, "Yes." Like he goes, these are good white people. Like he's that kind of guy. Like he's like, "Yeah, I get that he might say a thing here and there." Like because is it and at the blackface party, it wasn't Kurt, but was it? It was some white dude. It was actually the guy that Jenna became Dark Jenna for in Awkward, not after, fuck. In Awkward, when she was Dark Jenna. But he says nigga. And isn't it Troy that's like, whoa, you ain't gotta say that. And then they keep dancing and he's like, well, what you mean?
No, it's not. It was Reggie that called him out first because Reggie and him were friends.
Oh, never mind then.
But still, Troy does say, like, you don't. Well, no, Troy actually co-signed it.
Co-signed him saying nigga?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, yes, that's who Troy is, you know? He's like, oh, the jokes are fine because I know what you mean, you know? Or, like, it's okay. Like, I know you ain't talking about me. Or, like, I know, you know? He's that kind of dude until he finds out or realizes they are talking about me. The jokes aren't fine because they don't mean what I think they mean. They are being racist. Like they actually do hate niggas, you know? And then he goes on this whole journey of self-discovery. And after that, I don't really give a fuck. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about Troy.
Like he doesn't do anything else. Like he literally, his character is assassinated by season 3. Like most characters by season 3, they're all assassinated. And it's so sad, but not for him mostly. It's just like in season 1, he learns, he's starting to learn that like how to be himself rather than what people expect him to be. That bites him in the ass though, because by season 2, he literally ain't shit. Like he's amounting to absolutely fucking nothing.
Also, he's just like a shitty person.
Yeah, he's
like,
also just a really bad person.
Like but like he's just not a good guy.
He treats Coco like shit, and I think it's so funny that he was also fucking a professor.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he fucked a professor.
That's gross.
And he also tried to act like him and the professor fucking wasn't a problem. Or like he would like flirt with her in public. Also, she was a lesbian. I want to bring that up too. Like she was married to a woman, but she was fucking her male student. She was fucking her male student. And to everyone else's knowledge, she was only a lesbian. They never outwardly say that she's bisexual. I want to bring that up as well.
Weird.
Yeah, Troy's storyline was weird as fuck from the beginning. Next, we're going to move over to Gabe. And I want to bring up this point specifically because it's going to go with our point later. When I was making the outline for the whole entire episode, I was looking up the characters, what everyone's name is, what everyone's actress and actor is. And I want to bring up that Gabe, when I looked up his name, it was just Gabe. There was no last name. Every other person had a last name on IMDb. It was like Joel Brooks, Coco Connors, Sam White, Reggie Green, Troy Fairbanks, Gabe. Just Gabe. And that should tell you everything that you need to know about Gabe is that he's just Gabe. He's just there. Mm-hmm. And he shouldn't be there. The whole point of Gabe being there in the movie is to tackle Sam's white guilt and also to be a love interest. But the whole reason for Gabe being there in the show is bull fucking shit to me. He's there as a devil's advocate for the white side. He's there to be the not all white people are bad type person. And in a show called Dear White People, why the fuck do we have a white savior ass nigga in this goddamn show?
It makes me wonder, him in general, plus season 3 and 4 just makes me wonder who their core audience really was. Because you think, because like I said, I'm biased to the movie. I thought the movie was really good. And then they make the show and it's like, okay, it's like, oh, Netflix is actually doing this. But then you have his character. It's like, okay, so they're not actually doing it. Like they're like, we're watching you niggas. You don't have free reign in this bitch.
With the presence of Gabe, it told me everything I need to know. Netflix wanted a show that talked about social injustice, right? And like we obviously it's with the Dear White People license, so everybody that loved Dear White People, every black person that loved Dear White People, which is I think everyone but Candace Owens. Also and Ben Carson. Those two motherfuckers and Christian Walker. Wow, there's a lot of coons in this world.
Christian Walker did a rebrand, so maybe the new Christian Walker would love it. I don't know.
You're right. Maybe the new Christian Walker would love it. But everyone that loved the movie is going to love the show because the movie was unapologetically black and also brought in other perspectives of the black experience. But then the show comes out and they have characters like Gabe going on rants as to why not all white people are bad. And I'm like, who is this meant for? Like, is it meant for the white people that are watching this because of their white guilt? Because if that's the case, then you shouldn't be pandering to them. Pander to the black people. Say everybody black like Issa did. Like and then what Gabe's character coupled with season 3 and 4 tells me that they were getting too much flack for how radical, quote unquote, season 1 and 2 were. And they had to backtrack on that shit. And they said, let's just make Dear White People a random college story.
That's what I was thinking.
And that it was so sad to see that because I love season 1, I love season 2. The writing is amazing, the cinematography is beautiful, the storylines are amazing, bar Gabe. But season 3 and 4, it told me that executives from Netflix had to get involved and they had to pull everyone's hair back and be like, and rein everyone the fuck in. And they shouldn't have fucking done that shit. So there's a quote from Anya L. Henry of the Harvard Crimson. And she says, this is about season 4. She says, on a positive note, the main conflicts of this season provide writers opportunities for adept and relevant social commentary. However, this season's inability to balance realistic character development and genuine emotional conflict in between oddly placed homages to NSYNC leaves viewers wondering if Dear White People was ever worth finishing. And that's exactly how I feel about not only season 4, but also season 3. They didn't know, because they stopped the whole like everybody black thing. They didn't know where to take the show.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know where to take the show at all. And it was integral in its downfall. Even in the show, it talks about how Dear White People shouldn't even have a 3rd season. Like they make jokes about how season 3 happened. Like, oh, it's like they're like, this is so stale. It's like the 3rd season of a Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
So even they see that this show should not have gone past season 2 and should have ended at season 2. But they still had a contract to go on. So they decided to finish it.
It's really sad. Because I do think this could have been something special. To an extent it was. And then we had, like, I feel like they had enough different kinds of black people on the show, on the main roster, where they didn't need Gabe in the room, like, but what about, but it's like, we have, like I said earlier, we don't need Gabe checking niggas. We got niggas checking themselves. Like, you have Coco and you have Kelsey and you have the Hispanic nigga, what's his name?
Silvio? Oh, Al.
Like, you have niggas with their own conflict, like they're having conflict with each other about how to go about things for everyone, because no black people are not a monolith. What helps one person doesn't help everybody. Like, there are different kinds of people out there with different kinds of beliefs. They have all that in the BSU in the room already. Like, every 5 seconds, Al is like, y'all forget about us all the time. And they're like, Al, shut up. So, like, why do we need Gabe? We didn't need Gabe. I hate Gabe.
And if you're gonna put Gabe in the show, just let him be a love interest and let him have to deal with everything that has to do with Sam. That has to do with Sam's film career. Everything that has to do with Sam's film anything. Let him be over there. Do not put him in the social commentary about race for him to be there to be like the white person's white savior. I don't want that. I don't need it. I don't want it. I didn't fucking ask for it. Because one of my favorite episodes, not the Hotep one, the other episode is when he's talking to Sam. He's interviewing Sam for his film, and Sam like is recording him for the radio show. But it's not because of what they talk about, because everything that they talk about is very much both sides of them. Like, he blames her for the blackface party happening when her whole entire case is the blackface party shouldn't have been an idea. And when I sent out that invite, there should have been outrage, but it was met with open arms. Mm-hmm. That's the whole reason why I sent it. And he blames Sam for everything else that's happening on campus. I think that's dumb as fuck. Mm-hmm. That shouldn't have been a part of it. The reason that it's my favorite scene or one of my favorite episodes is because of the way it's shot. It's like silence, no music, no anything. It's just them having a fucking conversation. And this could have happened in the best way if Gabe realized he was in the wrong about everything that he was saying. If that was a learning moment for Gabe, that would have went down as my favorite episode. But it wasn't. And Gabe continues to do dumb shit like sign up for a fucking scholarship that is for POCs only, just because you have 0.0000005% Native American in your goddamn myancestor.com report does not mean you are a person of color. You are not in this dancery, ho. So I suggest you beat feet down the goddamn street and find a quarter to shake a goddamn cup in, bitch. You're broke. Deal with it.
And I just want to add, I think, do him and Sam in the show together?
Yes.
Okay, I assume so. Just wanted to be sure. I think they also used him, in addition to all the shit that you just said, to play, like, they tried to build up some kind of storyline arc, whatever the fuck, around her being biracial and having to come to terms with that. And instead of being like, I'm too black for the white people and too white for the black people, like and all that stuff, like they're doing all that shit. And I should be able to proudly say I'm biracial or whatever the fuck. Like they tried to set up that storyline for her, and they did terribly. In my opinion, they executed horribly. Mm-hmm. Like they got like at the point where she wanted to stop, that's when they should have went into it, but they did it horribly and they couldn't do it. So I think they were trying to use him for that storyline, but it was just again executed terribly. Like they wanted to do the whole she's pro-black, but she's fucking a white man, gotcha moment, and it's like, y'all, there was a way to do it and y'all didn't do it because it really just meant nothing at the end of the day. Because I personally think what she should have did is eventually comes to terms with I have a white dad, I have a black mom, but I am phenotypically a black woman. So I move through this world as a black woman, but I am still influenced by my white dad and my black mom. Like da da da, you know, that type shit. And then
can I say one thing before you continue? She does say that at one point. She does say that exact thing at one point. And it's during the episode that I was just talking about. But after that episode, she reverts back to what she was in season 1.
Oh no, I know she does like have moments or whatever. Like she grapples with it. I just don't like how they did it.
Okay, fair. Okay, go ahead.
I think at the end of it, she should have broke up with Gabe and realized, you know what? It wasn't about you. It was about your whiteness. Honestly, it was partially about you, but who you were because of your whiteness. And I realized who I am now, what I want. And I don't want you. And I don't want your bullshit. And I don't want I think it's okay as a white man to apply to a PLC scholarship shit. I don't want that in my life. Goodbye. And then we never should have saw Gabe again. But they didn't do that. They didn't do it. And everything was just executed horribly. Mic drop.
Yeah, that's all we had to say about Gabe. Just read him down. He shouldn't have been in the fucking show. And if he wasn't in the fucking show, he should have just been a love interest and kept it moving. He shouldn't have had a
ugly. Ooh, who said that? What?
I truly believe that he was hot. I'm so sorry. It just is what it is.
We know that you grew up surrounded by the whites.
You also grew up surrounded by the whites.
No, I went to high school with a bunch of whites.
Oh.
You grew up surrounded by white people. So your perspective of them, your view of them is clouded.
Okay, girl. So that's
your formative years when you were building attraction, when you were figuring out what you like, what you don't like. All you saw around you was white people. So what else was you supposed to do? It's not your fault.
You're right. I should break up with my man.
I mean, you said that. Not me.
me going on a rant. I was about to say me going on a rant about a white man when I'm dating a white man.
Sam, you're literally Sam.
I'm Sam.
Like,
I'm not biracial, by the way. I'm fully black. So I hate all of me, not just half of me. I hate all of me. I should break up with him until March. Yeah, you're so right.
Break up with your boyfriend.
Anyway,
he's white.
Girl. That was our talk about Dear White People. My overall rating, the whole entire thing is a 6.5, I think.
Oh my god, I was thinking 6.5 to 7.
I was gonna say 6.5 or 7 as well. So I'm gonna say 6.5. Just because Gabe is there from beginning to end, and season 3 and 4 was absolutely atrocious. But season 1 and 2 saves it 110%.
I think season 3 and 4 it gets to the point where it's like we could erase this whole show from existence and I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Because you just I think it's just ruined the show. I really do. I think they just fucked up everything. All the goodwill they built up with me, they fucked it up. And now I hate it. I don't hate it. I don't care about it anymore. But at the time when I cared about it, I hated it.
But the movie gets like a 9 or 8.
Oh yes. Fucking love that movie.
Yeah, love the movie.
Tessa Thompson, come home. The kids miss you.
And the book gets a 10. It's funny as fuck. The book is funny.
Is it like a book?
No, it's not like a book. It's just let me actually show it to you. If you guys haven't seen the Dear White People book, it's kind of just a manual for white people.
Okay. I didn't think it looked like a book.
And I bought it at a thrift store that was mainly run by white people. And when I put it on the counter, they all looked at me crazy. So yeah, that's the type of shit that's in the book.
I like the colors.
Yeah, it's very fun. But yeah, since we talked about Dear White People, let's move over. I'm actually going to be changing the name back to the Shade Session.
I want to go first because I feel like I will segue into you.
Okay.
But my first thing is more like a story.
Okay. Go ahead, have fun. Do your thing.
So, do you know the name Montoya?
No, I do not. I was going to ask you, what the fuck is that?
Okay. Oh, settle in. I'm pretty sure I sent you the video and you just didn't watch it because you don't read my text. But basically, there's this Spanish show called the Temptation Island, but it's like the Island of Temptation, like in Spanish. And a clip went viral like 2-3 days ago of this Spanish nigga named Montoya. None of these people are niggas. Spanish nigga named Montoya watching his girl in the bed flirting with this dude. And then they start to have sex. And Montoya is losing his mind. he is screaming. He's like, it's all in Spanish, so I don't truly know what he's saying. And next thing you know, the the moderator of the show is like, Montoya, please. She's like, Montoya, por favor, Montoya, por favor, because he's like losing his shit. Nigga ripped his shirt open. He yanking on his shorts. He pacing. He's screaming. He's like, stop, no, okay. And then he starts running down the beach to get to the beach house that they're in. And when he starts running, the camera is cutting between him running on the beach and the moderator running after him, Montoya, por favor, and going back to the camera, and that woman was getting her cheeks clapped. Deshaun, this was real TV. She's on top of him, and he is
I'm looking for the video
her,
that you sent
and she is riding him into the sunset. Let me see. I know I sent it to your black ass. It's a tweet.
Was it before the Grammy?
Oh, maybe I didn't send it. Oh,
damn.
I didn't send it to you. Okay, I'll
wow.
tell you that.
Look at this bitch.
I never actually sent it to you. But I sent it to you.
Send it to me now. Send it to me now.
But, like,
I'll forgive you if you send it to me now.
I'm going to send it. I'm gotta pull it up. When I tell you she was riding this man into the sunset and he was drilling into her from the bottom, like his life depended on it.
You're lying.
On live television, Sean. I'm sitting here. These two people are actually fucking. Like, you don't see anything because they're under the covers. But like, I swear you heard shit slapping. You heard the moans. I'm like, these two people.
See, Shannon Sharp, this is what we're supposed to be. This is what we're supposed to be hearing.
No, I don't want to hear anything.
This is what we're supposed to be hearing. We don't hear nothing, and we just hear.
I don't like that shit. Anything.
No, we don't like that, Shannon. We don't like that, Unc. That's not my uncle. He's a piece of shit.
But so skip to back to Montoya running down the beach screaming, "Por qué? Por qué?" This nigga is running. He's running. He's crying. He's falling on the beach. He's running. He's getting back up and running again. And he starts screaming her name. I don't remember her name. And she hears him. So they stop fucking. And like, there are people around because because the whole thing is about couples come to this island and then people are supposed to tempt them. And all the other couples are like, what's going on? These two get out the bathtub, the hot tub. One girl got her bikini suit on. This other dude, I see nothing but cheeks. So I'm like, you just dick floating in the water. What the fuck's going on here? And so Montoya comes screaming her name. And then she comes out and he's like, poor cat. He like going off on her. And this is the only part I could translate. He said, poor K. And then she goes, tú sabes por qué. And so he's like, why? And she's like, you know why. And then I'm like, oh shit, Montoya, what did you do? And they're trying to hold her back because they screaming and fighting. And then Montoya go to the beach. He laying in the sand, crying and sobbing. And then she comes after him. And then at first she's screaming at him. And then she comes after him. She's like, Montoya, I want to be with you. Let's leave this place. And I didn't translate that. Somebody else did. So this starts a chain reaction. Everybody's like, what the fuck? What's going on? So everybody's saying, fuck her, right? But then what'd you say?
I'm watching it right now. Let me think.
Okay. Montoya was sick.
That's this nigga running. No, I need to see the cut. I need to see the cut, girl.
You see them fucking?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Like they're going at it like dogs, rabid animals.
That national TV, Maya.
Like
he was hitting it from the back hard too.
He was going in there.
He said, bop, 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 bop. Oh my god! Okay, what were you gonna say? Keep going. That was so funny. That was so funny.
And so we all watched this, right? And we're like, oh, fuck. Oh, everybody's like, and then, so everybody was on Montoya's side. But I'm over here. I hear that Spanish. He said, why? She said, you know why. And I'm over here like, what the fuck did you do, Montoya? And then it comes out that he got this lap dance from another girl when he was on his side of the island. Because again, remember, you're supposed to get tempted. And so I saw the video of the lap dance. I don't have that video. I'm gonna have to. You can find it on Twitter if you really want to see it. But his face was in this girl's ass cheeks as she was twerking on him, and then he's grinding up against her, like she's laying on this bed, or not a bed, this bench, and he is grinding his body up against her. And then there was another scene where she's licking on him or some shit, and like his girlfriend is watching this on the television because that's what the show's about. And at one point, I don't know if girl sucked his dick or not, but we see him from the back, but she's on her knees. And I'm just like, what's going on here? So I'm like, Montoya, you bitch, you deserved it. You nasty bitch. I hate niggas, da da da. And then more shit comes out. Turns out, before that happened, she had been kissing on her side of the island. She had been kissing on a nigga that she fucked. And they was in the hot tub together, and he was smacking on her booty like bongos. And I said, "Oh my God!" And Montoya saw that too. And they apparently they initially showed everybody that on a tablet. And Montoya got so mad, he ripped his shirt open and he knocked the tablet over. So that's why they changed to a big screen TV in the first clip that we saw of Montoya. And then, so all that happened, and I'm like, damn, I can't be defending her now. because at first I was like, because at first I was like, he took it low and she took it to hell, rightfully so. I respect it. And now I'm like, okay, so it seems like she started it.
It just seems like neither of them should be together. That's what.
Oh, 100%. That is the moral of the story.
That's the moral of the story.
My friend, old girl need to break up. Because there's no way that either of you can do these things to each other.
You can't save that.
But like, niggas are like, they're turning him into a meme, and like, it's so fucking funny. Every Montoya meme I see, like, joke, I like, and I share, and like, I crack up. Because it's the funniest shit I have seen in a hot minute. And that's all I had to say. Like, I just... Okay, wait, no, that's not all I had to say. This is about to segue into you. The next thing I'm going to say. We are about, a week or so out from the 2025 Grammys. And in case you a bitch that live under a rock and don't know about the results of the Grammys, Beyonce won Album of the Year and Best Country Album. And there are a lot of people that are like, yes, finally Beyonce got it. Like, she deserves it. Like, everybody in that room, like, got up and was screaming and clapping like crazy when she won these two awards, right? Especially Album of the Year. And everybody's been saying for years, every year Beyonce gets snubbed for Album of the Year. She deserves it. This one is for all of the albums. This is for Renaissance. This is for Lemonade. This is for not Formation. This is for Sasha Fierce. It's for all of them. And I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Da, 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 da. And then obviously the racists roll in. And niggas are mad. And niggas are like, but Billie was snubbed and this and that. Though apparently the top 5 list, like not top 5, the ranking came out and Billie wasn't even second. And I don't even think she was third. So Billie wasn't winning that night.
Damn.
She just wasn't going to win Album of the Year. But I'm just like, y'all, all of a sudden it's that people are scared of Beyonce. Jay-Z called it out last year, even though this isn't the first time anybody called out that Beyonce should have won Album of the Year. So I don't get why we keep bringing up Jay-Z's speech from last year. Or so they say that, so the Academy was scared of them. And so they gave it to her. And they say Beyonce fucking bought the award. I'm like, bitch, how come your fave didn't buy it then? If Beyonce fucking bought it, how come your fave didn't buy it? Like, don't piss me off. And I remember the first time I listened to Cowboy Carter, something that hit me is Beyonce, I can't remember what song it is, because I can't remember how she exactly says it, but she mentions how that she was told that she wasn't country enough, right? And that is just so heartbreaking to me. Like, the whole, and a lot of people are like, Beyonce's a billionaire, she don't need y'all defending her. Beyonce's a billionaire, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking to a black woman. a black woman, a Southern black woman raised in the South, was told when she got into this industry, granted, some people was like, this was talking about her accent when she got into this industry, how she's all Southern and shit. But she was told that this is not where you belong. You do not match country. You do not belong here. When Cowboy Carter came out, all of the racists were mad. I remember this girl saying, granted, obviously she doesn't represent all white people, but she represents a good chunk of y'all. This white girl went viral for saying black people don't belong in country music. And she was basically saying, y'all was working in the fields, da 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 da, and that's where y'all need to stay. Y'all not supposed to be making music. And it is so sad to me to tell a young black girl who turned into a black woman that her culture, black Southern culture, take the black out of it, Southern culture doesn't belong to her because she's black. Because you can't say it's not because you can't say it's because she's not from the South. Because that's not, because if they white, y'all don't care. Because Taylor Swift ain't from the South. You can't say it's not because she's not a country artist. Because Post Malone isn't a country artist. That nigga's been a rap artist for his entire career. And then he decided to do a country album and he won a country music award for it. And you can't say, oh, she just need to wait her turn, because it's weird that Dolly Parton said she just need to wait her turn, but Dolly Parton was on the album. But Dolly Parton has said she's always wanted Beyonce to, what do you call it? Not remix, remaster, whatever the fuck, to sing Jolene. So that was weird. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure Dolly Parton is the one that says she needs to wait her turn. But like, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was Dolly. Like, it's so weird that we have all this, like there's all this, Beyonce can't do it for this reason, for that reason, for this reason. But this criteria that y'all got for niggas don't apply to niggas currently in the game. Like I said, how the fuck does Post Malone have a CMA, but Beyonce, like, y'all won't even play her on the fucking radio station? I listen, and this is coming from a nigga that actually, to an extent, enjoys country music. Now, I'm not deep into country or nothing like that. I'm not deep into no genre, if I'm being honest, but I'm not deep into the country genre. So I know a couple names, but I don't know who y'all kings and queens are. But like, I listened to her album. I listened to Post Malone's album. Post Malone's country album was hot dog shit, but he won a CMA. Interesting. You want to know what's also interesting? Beyonce Bowl, where she played not the entire Cowboy Carter album, but the entire performance was Cowboy Carter, except when she did House. I think that was the only non-Cowboy Carter song she did. All of that is from that album. That 20-some minutes of screen time, record-breaking. More eyes watch that shit than watch the CMAs, but Beyonce is in country. Explain that to me. I just want y'all to explain that to me, because you can't, because there's no logic behind it outside of your racism. And
sorry. I'm glad we're kind of splitting this one in half, because I had a lot to say, but you had already said it. So thank you.
Oh, this was me. I was about to hand it off to you. I was gonna say one more thing. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, this man who says he was part of the Academy, which I've never watched the Grammys before. I didn't even watch them this time. But do they always say 13,000 members voted this, 13,000 members said that? Because I'm like, they really want y'all to know. Like, damn. But this man said that he was a voting member. And the reason why he was talking about Doechii, Kendrick, and Beyonce's win, I believe. At the very least, it was Doechii and Kendrick. And he said, it's about the body of work. It's not just about streams, because niggas want to keep pulling up streaming numbers. It's not just about streams. Like, it's about the work as a whole. Like, it's about the fact that Beyonce changed her voice 3-4 different times on that album. It's about the fact that this is a social commentary. It's about the fact that Beyonce is talking about niggas started country music and y'all tried to kick niggas out of country music. Now we're back. Like, it's about all the different messages she have in that album. It's not just, I love Birds of a Feather to death. I love Wildflower. I don't know any other song on that album, so I'm not saying she ain't have a good album, Billy Stans. But like, that, I would drop those two songs in a heartbeat for what Beyonce did on Cowboy Carter, because that was truly something that was beautiful in a way that I don't think you will truly understand unless somebody told you you can't have something, you can't do something that rightfully belongs to you solely because of the color of your skin. If somebody ain't never said that to you, then I completely understand you not understanding this album. And that's just all I got to say on that. at the end of the day, Beyonce won Best Country Album. Beyonce won Album of the Year. Beyonce, honestly, at this point, my girl got range. She got Best Country Album one year or this year. She got Best Pop Album. She got Best Urban Album, but that was just a weird title. Best Nigga Album. I don't know why they gave her that. They said, okay, nigga, Best Nigga Album. She got Best Pop Album. She got Best, not dance beat, something for Renaissance. Like, does Billy have that range? This isn't about Billy. Anyways, Deshaun, go ahead before I start ranting. But no, nothing with y'all. Well, I ranted already. Nothing y'all can say can change the fact that my girl got Best Country and Best Album of, not Best Country Album and Album of the Year. Kick rocks.
So I just want to say a few things because you already hit most of the points. When I saw that she won Best Country Album of the Year, I knew everyone was going to be in a tizzy, right? Then she won Best Album of the Year. I got on TikTok after I heard that. The first thing I see
is a webpage, y'all.
It's a motherfucker named Undos. Oh, by the way, everyone. My phone's broken. But because my phone broke, I was able to re-download TikTok. So I am back on TikTok, the app, finally. And I'm just using the Shade Lemonade account to scroll. But since all my blocks aren't on the Shade Lemonade account, I fear Undos came across my screen. And the first thing that came out of his lily white mouth was, you're telling me Hit Me Hard and Soft didn't win Album of the Year. Mind you, the whole entire night he was posting shit about the Grammys and how he loves the Grammys. And when Renaissance came out, he was posting shit about how he loved Renaissance. And the only reason I know this is because people, in response to this video, posted videos of him talking, praising Renaissance. But the minute it seems right, a black woman wins Album of the Year and you're mad about it, it's so crazy to me. And he said, Hit Me Hard and Soft didn't win Album of the Year. I don't understand. Like, who the fuck even listened to Cowboy Carter?
I fucking hate that. I hate that so much.
When Cowboy Carter came out, I told myself I'm not going to fight at work. When this happened, I told myself I'm not going to fight at work because everybody that's around me, unfortunately, is white. And every single white person that is around me does not understand Cowboy Carter and the nuances of it. And all I say to them every single time they say, Beyonce isn't country or Beyonce doesn't know how to do country. She's never made a country album in her life. She's not country. I say, why don't you like the album? And they say, I just don't think. Okay, so I ask, why don't you like the album? I don't think Beyonce's country. Why don't you think Beyonce's country? Beyonce has never done country in her life. What about Post Malone? Well, that's different. How is it different? Because he's white and she's black.
Clock it. Clock that T.
It always comes down to that simple fact. She is black and he is white. And that is why he is accepted into the sphere of country like he was last year during the CMAs and she wasn't. That nigga was on her album. That was his start to country. After he was on the album, he promptly released a country album. And then he gets nominated for the CMA. Before this point, he had never released country, to my knowledge.
There is one song that I think you could say has a country vibe to it that he released. But even then, the nigga's just rapping.
And you can also say that about Beyonce. Before she even came out with this album, she had one song that could be referenced as country to most people with the brain in between the fucking ears. But some people didn't see that as country, i.e. the CMAs, but they still had her go up on that goddamn stage and tap dance for them white people. And they were still mad. They were still mad. She won the award that night. They were so fucking mad. And then she basically gets kicked out of the CMAs, never welcomed back. And in response to her getting kicked out of the CMAs that night, she releases a whole album because of this shit. And gets paid dust and debris by the CMAs for this album. Months later, performs at a random ass halftime show for a random ass game. Isn't even the Super Bowl. has more streams than the CMA has had in 8 fucking years. And you're out here telling me this bitch ain't country, that she's overrated, that she has no talent, that she can't sing, that Billie has more goddamn range than her. I should slap all you dirty motherfuckers in the goddamn face for saying that stupid fucking shit. I don't want to get into it. I'm not trying to turn this into a stand war where I put Beyonce next to Billie, because if I do that, Billie's losing every single time. When you brought up that shit,
and I like Billie, y'all. I do. Billie.
And you know what? When you brought up that list like 2-3 weeks ago about who would be where, I said Billie would be 4th and Beyonce would be top 2 at least. We're not playing games. We're looking at this objectively. I listen to Hit Me Hard and Soft. I love Hit Me Hard and Soft. I think it's one of her best works to date. However, I can look at things critically, and I also listen to Cowboy Carter, unlike some of you bitches that just listen to Me Hard and Soft and think that you have an opinion to say, even though you didn't listen to Cowboy Carter. And I can say Cowboy Carter as a body of work in general, each song on that album can beat me out, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Any fucking day, the whole goddamn album. You bitches just didn't understand it and you didn't listen to it. And that's why you think Hit Me Hard and Soft should have won. Who even listened to Cowboy Carter? Obviously, you don't have the range to understand Cowboy Carter. So just sit this one out, Sarah. Sit this one out, Becky. Sit this one out, Undos. This one isn't for you, girl. It's not. It's really not. So please just shut the fuck up. You do not know what you're talking about. And I also want to get in on Billie real quick. You see all of your lily white fans caping, running to the comment section of each goddamn video that has to do with Beyonce winning and saying, who even listened to it? You know what? Fuck that dirty black nigger. Like, you literally.
Foaming at the mouth with that racism.
Foaming at the mouth.
You really don't know by now. It's been days.
She's on TikTok every day. You see this shit and you still ain't said nothing about it. Okay, you can be sad. You can be sad about you losing, but mind you, everybody else is only bringing up the fact that you lost to Beyonce when you lost in 5 other motherfucking categories.
All night, she took home nothing but L's.
She took home nothing. And granted, she should have won at least one of those goddamn categories, but she didn't. And you know what? Those bitches are coming for Beyonce every single time, but never brings up the fact that she lost to Sabrina goddamn Carpenter.
Never. That girl had L after L, but all y'all can talk about is Beyonce. Like, every time Beyonce lost, it's like it was well deserved. Now Billie lose, it's like, she bought the out, she bought it. It's an industry plant. They just bound down to Beyonce. Everybody's scared of Beyonce. Who the fuck is scared of Beyonce? What are you talking about? Like, something tells me Miley Cyrus wasn't up there saying, Beyonce, even if it's not you, I'm gonna say it's you, because she fucking scared of Beyonce. Like, everybody, your fave, Adele, bitch, because let's not sit here and say Billie can out-sing Adele, because we know she can't. No hate to Billie, just different classes. Your fave, Beyonce is your fave's fave, bitch.
There's been multiple instances during the Grammys, during other award shows, where bitches have won over Beyonce and they shout her out specifically. Adele, the biggest one. People are like, oh, and you know what? You know what? People were like, oh, when Adele deserved that and she shouldn't have said anything about Beyonce because that Beyonce took her win away, basically. Beyonce wasn't on the goddamn stage. She was taking her L with pride. She literally said, have your moment. She said, have your goddamn moment, girl. This isn't about me. This is about you. And Adele still shouted her out because Adele knew the significance of that goddamn album because she listened to it and she knew that it was better than her shit. Learn something from this.
People refuse. I think a lot of it is racism. It's deaf racism. Never gonna say it's not. And a lot of it is just niggas want to hop on the hate train. And I don't know what the rest of the shit is. But people refuse to acknowledge that not only is Beyonce talented, she's a generational fucking talent. There are babies singing Cowboy Carter. I just saw a video yesterday of an 80-year-old woman begging Beyonce to give her tickets because she said, Beyonce, I was here on your birthday. I can't afford tickets today. So please send me 5 tickets for me and my youngins.
Like, oh my God.
Beyonce is generational, bitch. And like people refuse to acknowledge she influences people. She has inspired people. She has opened doors for people.
She didn't win 33 Grammys for fucking nothing. She's the most decorated goddamn artist of our century. And you bitches are talking about she did deserve Album of the Year. The only award she has never won at the Grammys. Mind you, that has to do with her sphere. Don't fucking talk to me about shit. Y'all don't know nothing. Because y'all was mad that she...
French opera, y'all.
Y'all was mad that she won, and y'all were mad that Doechii won. Y'all were mad that Doechii won something. This is the Let me give y'all a quick history lesson. Doechii first. Best rap album of the year. I didn't think Doechii was gonna win because nobody pays Doechii her flowers. I didn't think Doechii. She's so good. I didn't think Doechii was going to win, but that album was the best thing I've heard in 2024. So when I heard she won, I was like, period. But I did not know that only 3 Black women had won that award until she said it. She said 2 before her, Lauryn Hill and Cardi B, and then she's the third. And then Album of the Year, Beyonce wins, and nobody had won that award in 25 years, and the last person... no Black woman had won that award in 25 years, and the last Black woman to win that award was Lauryn Hill.
Wake it up.
And you bitches are still mad. Undos, you're still mad. Why?
And that just tells me that you don't understand.
You don't understand the cultural significance of the album. You don't understand the cultural significance of Beyonce being there. You don't understand anything. You don't have any critical thinking skills. And sometimes I wonder why is natural selection taking so goddamn long? We have too many dumb bitches in influential spaces. We have too many dumb bitches in positions of power. Natural selection, get to work, please.
What? This just made me think. I don't think it was the Grammys. What award show did somebody... Was it Amelia Perez, the girl from her, that said it was the Afro-Korean fest?
What?
Because so many... It was some award show. And apparently not a lot of niggas and Asian people. I don't think they were even Korean specifically, but a lot of people of color were sweeping the winds, and this girl goes, it's an Afro-Korean fest.
Oh my God.
I bring this up to say, niggas are mad that not everything is white anymore. I genuinely think that's what it boils down to. Because nobody I know listened to Cowboy Carter. I want you to look at you. I want you to look at the people you know. And I want you to think about why is it not surprising that none of y'all listened to a country album by a Black Southern woman that was about the fact that was about a Black Southern culture? Tell me why. Like, that's not surprising me, Sarah Ann. It's not surprising me. The album wasn't meant for you. And because it wasn't meant for you, and because it wasn't marketed towards you, because I sent Deshaun a video of some Black girl, misguided, poor girl. She said, the Billie album was up and down her For You page.
I thought she was joking at first when you sent that to me, by the way.
I was waiting for the punchline.
I was like, she's joking.
No other reason this is on my FYP.
And then the video stopped. I said, what the fuck?
And she just kept going. And I'm just like, okay, I'm waiting for the sarcasm. But I'm just like, that is funny that you say. She's like, Cowboy Carter was nowhere near her FYP. But Billie Eilish's album went viral on this app for weeks. She's like, it's all up and down my For You page. And I'm like, well, that's because that's your experience. Because if we go
what is the page called? What is the page called?
Why do you want to do?
No, what is the page called? For You. So it's curated.
I thought you wanted her page name.
No. I'm not gonna call her out because I don't give a fuck about her. What is the page called? For You. So it's made for you. It's tailored to your tastes and likes.
With what you interact with.
So if you don't interact with any Black people, obviously you're not gonna hear Cowboy Carter.
And I'll be honest, I got in her comments. I'm like, well, if we go my For You page versus your For You page, Cowboy Carter was all up and through my shit.
It's looking a lot more melanated over here.
On my For You page.
Right.
Like, let's be honest. Also, we talking about some opinions. My opinion, your opinion, the opinion of 13,000 members of the Academy. Like, I don't know. Somebody's is a little weighted, a little higher. But it's just like, it is perfectly fine to be sad for Billy or anybody else that lost. It is perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine to wish that they would have won. But it is not okay to bring your racism and vitriol to Beyonce. Like that and let's be honest, Beyonce's never gonna see your shit. It's us that's gonna see it. We see your racism, the everyday Black person, and that shit is fucking exhausting. I'm so tired, and I'm not even a Beyonce stan. And that's the funny part because I haven't listened to most of her fucking albums.
Are we sure at this point?
I've only heard 4 of her albums all the way through, y'all.
Damn, that's crazy. Actually,
it might be 3. Is Black is King? Is that an album?
That's an album
track.
The Gift. Okay. It's called The Gift.
Yes, boo. I've only heard 4 of her albums all the way through. She's made more than 4 albums, y'all. And it took me 24 years for that. Cowboy Carter, I sat down and made myself listen to that. But before Cowboy Carter, I had not sat down and listened to a whole Beyonce album. I had never done that. So the other 3 that I know, they came over the 24 years. Like, I eventually got to the point. I never sat down and listened to all Lemonade, but I eventually heard all of it.
Girl, you're lying.
It's the truth. I'm sorry. It's
Lemonade is a work of art.
Like,
you're not Black.
Y'all the truth. Black is King is the movie. I watched that. That shit made me tear up. That shit was beautiful.
But the Homecoming movie?
I didn't watch that shit.
It's still on Netflix. That is a work of art.
I'm not gonna watch it unless you count when Tyler Perry dressed up as Medea as Beyonce. I watched that.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
If you want to say, you can say I watched Homecoming if you want to.
No, you didn't watch Homecoming.
But like,
you watched Coon Coming. That's what the fuck you watched.
Now you shut the fuck up. I am tired of niggas playing on her name and saying that she can't sing. That girl has I've never seen, granted, I'm not deep into the music game, so this ain't account for much, but she has the most range of any artist that I personally listen to. Like, her range is insane. And I hate niggas that say she's overrated. Just because you know who's overrated? Taylor fucking Swift.
And Taylor Swift presented Country Album of the Year to her.
Taylor knew. Everybody's like, I miss Country Taylor. She's never coming back.
Taylor's from Pennsylvania. You know who's actually from the fucking country? Beyonce. Y'all didn't listen to the goddamn album.
Or knows Carter. We have a mutual friend who is under the impression. When we were in high school, she told me that Beyonce couldn't sing. And I sent her a video of Beyonce just singing just in front of some kids just for fun. And I said, you telling me that this girl can't sing? Have y'all heard I know you haven't heard the album, but there are things. She changes her voice. She changes the actual genre of the music she's in. I'm like, this woman has range that y'all just don't comprehend because y'all too busy being haters. I wanted to text our mutual friend so bad. Did you see my girl win? And at one point, I was like, after Beyonce Bowl, I texted a mutual friend. I said, you see that? You want to say she can't sing now? She said, well, it's not that Beyonce can't sing. It's just that Beyonce, there are better singers. And I'm like, sure, probably, maybe. There's always someone better. But at the same time, Beyonce's top 5 doing it right now. And I'm sorry, top 10 doing top 5, top 10 doing it right now. And I'm like, that's objective truth. Like, she is objectively talented. She objectively has range. And this whole thing just became a rant about Beyonce. And I'm sorry because that's not what I intended to do. Because I'm pretty sure Deshaun has other things to talk about. But I just need y'all to stop lying.
Because we could just end it on Beyonce. I'm fine with ending it on Beyonce.
Okay, we gonna end it on Beyonce. I need y'all to stop fucking lying. Because there are objective capital T truths here, bitch. And one of them is that Beyonce is one of the most talented motherfuckers in the game right now. Been in the game long as hell. But one of the most talented motherfuckers in the game right now. And I don't know what else to say. Y'all are stupid.
I don't pit artists against each other because each artist has their own art is subjective. Art is subjective. And some people don't like Beyonce. I understand that. That's fine. Some people don't like Taylor Swift. Me. I understand, you know what, and we all understand that should be fine. But if you're gonna put your fave next to Beyonce, make sure she can hold herself. She can hold them. They can hold their own.
Themselves.
They can hold their own with the battle between Beyonce, because anytime they're losing, I'm so sorry.
I think they hate their faves, like specifically
they have
fans.
to.
I think they hate her.
No, because
they compared
I've seen videos
losing to Michael Jackson losing something. I said, y'all hate Billie.
One, okay, I'm gonna get back to that point, but beyond, they have been putting videos of Billie next to Beyonce, and or just videos of Billie, and she's singing, and like her voice is absolutely angelic. But they're like,
her voice is beautiful.
They're like, Beyonce could never do this. Like, she doesn't have the range. And then somebody posts a video, stitches it, and it's Beyonce at the same age of Billie Eilish, and she is running hoops around that little girl at the same age. That was what, 20? I forgot, how old is she? She's like 40 something, right? I forgot. How old is Beyonce?
She's been in the game. She's been in the game since the 1990s.
Alexa, how old is Beyonce? Beyonce's 33.
What? God, Beyonce can't leave us after this album, Queen. You got more years than you. I thought you
right, we 40. Think she's done so much. Beyonce's done so much. 10 years ago, Beyonce was running and singing hoops around Billie Eilish. And you want to tell me that in her prime, mind you, 10 years later, still in her prime, that Billie Eilish can sing better than Beyonce? Sit your ass down. You obviously are deaf.
You're right. Art is subjective. You are 100% right about that. But I think there are things we have to be honest about ourselves with. Like, for example, I can say that I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, but I can also be honest and say Taylor Swift does have she can sing. She's not singing ballads or some shit. She's not.
She can hum a tune,
you know. But she can. But like, you know, we gotta be like, for example, I'm a fan of Gracie Abrams. I am.
Oh.
I don't get why niggas hate Gracie.
You know
when
what?
They edit,
art is subjective.
When they edit, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm sorry, I be sobbing. I be like, oh. But I can understand why people don't like Gracie, because her lyrics are very basic. It's very much like I wrote this in middle school. And also, her voice isn't like, part of me wonders, I would have to hear her sing live, because the way she sounds on the thing, I could totally, if somebody told me she couldn't sing live, it would make sense. The way she actually sounds, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, but you don't see me in niggas' comments foaming at the mouth because they talking about Gracie ain't shit. I'm confused on why everybody say Gracie. Like, it's like everybody hates Gracie. But I understand.
Like, it's okay to like a mediocre bitch. Like, it's fine. You can like a mediocre bitch. Like, I love my mediocre singers on my playlist. But when you're comparing them to greatness, you're gonna get ate up every time. Like, I would never sit here and compare what's a mediocre person. Like, Rex, this is my vice, I fear. Tyler the Creator, people like that, Rex Orange County, people like that, I love their music. But I will never sit here and say that their music is better than Beyonce's.
Mm.
I will never sit here and say that bold-faced fucking lie.
We know I don't like Sabrina.
But
right. I understand.
I like some of her songs.
Like Miss Sabrina, she does have a nice voice. She can't sing. It gives me like 1960s housewife that creeps me out. But she has a good voice. Like
Olivia Rodrigo, a great singer. I like some of her music.
No, I do too. I just thought it in the beginning. In our early episode.
I know. Our early episodes, like, this is the episode 16, girl. Well, that was our episode of Shade Eliminated with a very big rant about Beyonce. Honestly, y'all are lucky that you got that little tidbit, because this whole entire episode was about to be Beyonce in a second.
That's what I wanted it to be, y'all.
We couldn't do a full Beyonce episode because we couldn't, but we could. Her next album will do it. Well, her next album.
We got one more.
Because this might be her farewell album.
By the time this come out, hopefully we'll have Beyonce tickets.
Because I don't see that happening.
On Wednesday. No, stop. We're going to get tickets on Wednesday.
Okay, bet. We're going to get tickets. Let's begin into existence. We're going to get tickets.
We're going to get tickets, and they're going to be under $200. And I don't give a fuck where we sit. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh. You know what? If we're in nosebleeds, it's fine. If we're in nosebleeds, it's fine. Like, but I would love to be. Have you seen the people
with their cameras and they can see really well?
You know what? And I would love to be in the pit or like in the little club cowboy or whatever. But you know, if you can't swing that, then that's okay.
$200.
You know what? Maybe if we dress really nice, they'll upgrade us because I heard they were doing shit like that for Renaissance. So we need to get our outfits on point and we need to have the body T.
Okay, I can't get that second one.
We can do it. Maya, we can do it.
The body I give you is the body you gonna get.
I'm literally just gonna drink flat tummy tea every single fucking day. And we're gonna get a TS.
Shots of Ozempic.
Exactly.
It's not until like July, right? So
we can do it.
Just starve yourself till July.
We can do it. I'll starve myself till July. I can do
like it. Like a Coke bottle.
Coke bottle body.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, that was the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening. Sorry, I keep saying watching.
We're sponsored by extra long-lasting flavor spearmint gum.
Also sponsored by Beppis. Love some good Beppis. Pepsi. You can follow us on TikTok still for a little bit. Instagram, even though I don't post on there, to be honest, I might delete it. And Blue Sky. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. Bye. Goodbye.
Slavery in America. Anybody like to volunteer to lead the discussion?